and we ain't never got a box again. Well, well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo. The way Just Do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chumps do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. TWT is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing.
You're living crazy, that's the only way to go tonight. Baby, don't let something do what you want. Friday night, do what you wanna do. This ain't no running mine. It's get the Caroline.
Now watch me win. Now watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Now watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Watch me nay nay. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me, watch me. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What's good, family? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all letting another day go by without y'all going ahead getting these lessons, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all don't know I'll be over here crying, laughing at these videos. Yo, these people crazy. What's good with the family, though? How y'all feeling, man? How everybody feeling today? Good Tuesday, man. I hope everybody having a good start to their day, man. Hope y'all ready to talk about some boxing. And right before anybody get too sad about this EJ and Bud, I just want to put this in perspective. Notice, I don't never just have one thing in the title like that. I do that intently. Like I do that on purpose, just in case. Like I'm very aware of the temperature of certain boxing topics, right? So I know everybody is not going to take to the EJ and Bud news the same way. So what do? I have more than one thing we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of them. That's why I ain't put it at the beginning, put it at the end. You know what I mean? I put a question mark there, and for obvious reasons, man. But I always say this with me. You know, I welcome the challenge to have any boxing conversation. I feel like when you a channel that talk boxing, you can't, and you really embracing this space, you can't sit up here and sound like a damn grump and a Grinch every time it's time to have a boxing conversation. That you know what I mean? You should be able to handle all boxing conversations. If it's boxing and not just garbage, then we should always be able to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? So I always feel like it's how you have the conversation. You know what I mean? It's not just what you talk about, but it's how you talk about what you're talking about. That makes sense? I just had to put that out there, man, because I know how it get. And again, I'm only going to speak on what I keep seeing. If I see something a bunch of times, I ain't going to ignore the elephant in the room just to avoid having a conversation about it. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? We ain't going, like I said, y'all know my attitude over here is next man up, next fight up. So if this don't happen, then it's something else better going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am. Adolfo, what's good with the family? Good to see you in the building, man. Yes, man. Good news everywhere on boxing. EJ and Bud, that news spreading like wildfire at this point. Bud, Morrell. Yeah, man, we just happy to fight. Tank Garcia, great year for fans. Yeah, man. That's why I asked that question. Is this the year? Is 2023 going to end up being the year of the big fights, y'all? Because it might be. It might be. 2023, we might really be able to look at this year and say this was the year of the big fight. Reason I say that is because, you know, you got Plant Benavidez. That was a big fight to me. That was a meaningful card. That needed to happen. It should have happened, right? It did. We got Tank and Ryan. That's big for obvious reasons, man. Only somebody that's being mad and making it personal is saying that fight not big. I don't care how long you've been watching boxing or what you think you know. I observe and I consume enough content to know everybody that's complaining about Tank and Ryan is in love with the Lomachenko fight. It's like personal when it comes to them two. That's a big fight, and so is Dev and Loma for obvious reasons, man. That is going to get him the respect he deserves. It's an undisputed fight. It's a guy that they said he couldn't beat. It's a guy that Paulie said he wouldn't fight. You get what I'm saying? That's a big fight. Then if you get EJ and Bud, I mean, that's going to seal the deal. And then you still got some of the year left. So I think this year is trending in the right direction, man. If you just appreciating the sport and remembering first that it's always entertainment. It's not for us to be mad. That's why I say this. That's why y'all hear me say this all the time. People really be mad. This ain't supposed to make you mad like that. You get what I'm saying? If you feel like a fighter ain't moving a certain way, just ignore him. Don't watch him. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't going to be waking up every day mad as hell at the sport because certain things not happening. They just move on to the next thing. You get what I'm saying? So let me say what's up to the family in the building. I just had to throw that out there, man. Salute to Miss Joette. How you feeling, Queen? Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, hit a picture. I had to throw that in there just for a little humor. Just in case it don't happen, then it makes sense why that's there, right? She said that's exactly what they're gonna look like. Shout out, salute to the Queen. How you feeling? You see the picture too. Appreciate you, Queen D, man, my bro. Yes, man, we working, and I appreciate y'all pulling up and supporting. Ghost, what's good with it, fam? Yeah, man. He fighting another credible opponent, Ghost. He fighting another one. Opulent LDTV, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Johnny Q, what's good, family? How you feeling? LeVar Cooper, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Man, y'all know y'all feeling them tunes. Skywalker Boxing, my brother. What's good with it, Skywalker? How you feeling? See, Johnny Q could tap his foot a couple times to that. Tell him. And D-Man taught him the dance moves, too, just so y'all know. Let me speed up. Let me make sure I say what's up. Bill Stein, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, wait till y'all see it. He bogus, bro. He bogus. We got AMIR Khan on the hook. We not letting no PED users off the hook. We don't care how past your prime you was, bro. We ain't hearing it. Josh, what's good, my bro? Renee, Box Young. Salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. How y'all feeling, man? Hey, everybody feeling undercard boxing. What's good with it, my bro? Edgar Chavez, salute to you, bro. Jersey in the building, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody, but again, man, I'm always trying to bring the enjoyment back to the sport of boxing, man. And let's just enjoy it. Let's not be mad about it. Like, all right, look, I asked the question, right? You know, let's just get it out the way. Is Earl and Bud really happening? I don't know, right? But I do see a lot of people reporting it. I do see some credible people reporting it. I do hear it coming from a source that since I known this guy, if he said something was happening, it happened. He hasn't been wrong not one time. So I say that to say, this is why I can come and talk about it again. You get what I'm saying? I need y'all. Like, I don't know. Everybody's circumstance is different, how they do content and what bring them to do it. For me, y'all, speaking to a person that everything he said to me about boxing so far, when it comes to fights happening or not happening, he's been spot on. He ain't got one wrong, not one yet. And not the dude that, you know, Mike Cappinger, not that guy. That's not nobody that I'm cool with, right? So this particular individual just ain't been wrong one time yet. So I have reason to believe that what's circulating is really going on. Now, I see that Terrence Crawford went ahead and he tweeted April Fools, and you get what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm not going with that, I think he's trying to save face. I mean, April Fools is April 1st. Everybody know that. It's kind of like you can't yell that shit way past April 1st, like it's over with. So if you're trying to save face because maybe the information got out there and you didn't want it to get out there because y'all wanted to be the ones that announce it, then it is what it is. But they got themselves to blame, and I say both parties involved, because they essentially starved us out of this fight. They starved us out of this fight. So you got to understand the people that when they do hear something that they find to be credible, they're going to report on it. It's not for the whole boxing world to be pissed off and you know, just whining and crying, man. People have sources, bro. Some people really trust their sources, and how you keep your source, you don't reveal who your source is. Like I said, I know somebody that, you know, everything they spoke on in terms of fights happening or not happening, they've been 100% spot on. Not 98, not 99, 100. So I got reason to believe that, you know, they still know what's going on out here. You get what I'm saying? I missed somebody. My bad. D Free, my bad, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. I seen somebody salute you. My bad. I didn't even see. Salute to my Brody D Free, man. So again, you know, we don't gotta stay stuck on it, but you know, some good could come from this, right? You know what I'm saying? I think the reason that makes me feel a little confident that something is going on, because remember, now just follow me for a second. Y'all been around hearing all the same stuff I've been hearing, right? The big, you know, and people will say, well, what's the big difference, you know, now than before? Like, it's no difference. They was telling us a date, and they was putting out news, and you know what I mean? They was reporting on this before, and it didn't happen, right? They were saying, well, what's the big difference now, right? That's the question. What's the big difference now for me, y'all? Because again, I like to have conversations that I can make sense to y'all about. For me, the difference for me is, do you notice how quiet things went? Do y'all remember it was a point in time where they was constantly talking about Keith Thurman fighting Errol Spence? Remember the talks was like, it was just constant, right? And remember the talks with Alexis Rocha and all that? Remember how just, you know, it was out there, like it was constant. You notice how all of that stuff just died down? Notice, just pay attention. I could be wrong, but I'm making sense out of this for y'all, right? The reason why I think it's a possibility that something is going on or some type of negotiations is taking place, because the Rocha talks went quiet, the Keith Thurman talks went quiet, and you ain't heard nothing. You get what I'm saying? You ain't really heard nothing up until now. So, you know, people can't hold water, especially not in the sport of boxing. You get what I'm saying? James, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? So let's make Converse. It's kind of been the battle of the PD, the users, man. The users, right? Last year around this time, I believe we're here when Spence announced. And I can understand that train of thought too, Miss Joette, because, you know, he a solid dude. When he say something, it normally happens, right? I mean, yeah, right. So again, I just like to put this in perspectives. Like, we don't have to get super excited about it, but I think it's a responsible way to have a conversation, and we kind of move on. Like, I ain't gonna spend the whole live talking about these dudes. It's not that deep for me. It's just like, I just want to make sense of what makes me was the couple factors that's making me feel comfortable about talking about this. The talks about who their next opponent is just went quiet all of a sudden. You stop hearing about Keith Thurman contract talks. You stop hearing all of that, right? You stop hearing about Alexis Rocha and what's going on. Because remember, y'all, they said he has so many days or something to make a decision, right? They said he has so many days to make a decision, right? What happened with that? What happened with the Rocha fight, y'all? Why that's not being announced right now? You get what I'm trying to say? So something going on. I'm not going to say it's going to result in the actual fight on the date that they're releasing right now, but I'm going to say something is going on. Do you get what I'm saying? All of a sudden, the Rocha talk stopped. The Keith Thurman talk stopped. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they made some progress. They finally shut up and start making business. Stop trying to please all the fans on social media and sit y'all asses behind closed doors where y'all could really get some business done. And stop sitting up here trying to tweet and subtweet each other and try to one up each other. Either way, both of them share the blame, right? I don't even care who fault it is, but they finally stopped doing that, or Bud finally stopped making an ass out of himself trying to subtweet or one up Errol, because it was really him. Let me just call it what it is. He was trying to go out of his way with long ass interviews trying to prove to people that he was about to fight. You get what I'm saying? So now they shut up. And they probably is for good reasoning. That I'm optimistic in the sport of boxing, y'all. So I want to believe things went quiet for the right reasons, right? You get what I'm saying? So again, that's where I'm at with it. If it happens, great. You know what I mean? If not, then so damn be it. And we just move on, bro. We move on. But I think at this point, I think both guys like will receive some sort of backlash, because, you know, it's only so much. Like at some point, y'all gotta say something. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to say something. All that quiet stuff. If y'all being this quiet when people are thinking that y'all about to fight, when y'all could have came out and dismissed it. And like I said, Terence Crawford did come out and say April Fools. But to my knowledge, what is it? April 4th? I think he about 3 days too late with that one. Ashley's Corner, salute, cuz I appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? So again, Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark, how you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. You know what I mean? So again, you feel me? So it's a way to talk about this, y'all. And again, I know not to stress y'all. I know how to not stress y'all out with the back and forth with the redundant conversation. You could just, you know what I mean? You give a few thoughts on it and then you can move on. You know what I'm saying? Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you stopping through as always. 30 days before, you get what I'm saying? And it just all went quiet. It just all went quiet. You ain't hear nothing else. No more Alexis Rocha and Terrence Crawford. So that make me think something going on. You get what I'm saying? Unifications all the time, all the time, all the time, man, all the time. Salute to everybody, man. I hope everybody feeling well in the building too, man. No Smoke TV. What's good, family? How you feeling? Salute to the fan, man. Bud making ass out of himself. Facts, right? Trying to April Fools. You the fool. You the only damn fool, bro. You should salute, bro. Appreciate you. He the only fool, April Fools. You 3 days too late, bud. Budrick. You know what I'm saying? Buddy, you're a little bit too late. So I'm not buying that. I think you was trying to save face real quick, to be honest. Again, like you don't imagine them in the biggest fight that they about to make. They want the people announcing it before them. Think about that. They don't want that, a fight of that magnitude. But again, that's more the reason why people will be anxious to release that type of information. Now, I just want y'all, this is no shot at nobody. I could have easily tried to breaking news y'all to death right now. Like I had some news that nobody else had. But you know what I understand by the time y'all get here and it's 4 o'clock on the East Coast, y'all get here, I know it ain't no damn breaking news. So you ain't going to see breaking news in my title because I know better. You get what I'm saying? It's with intent. It's intent. I didn't try to trick people to come here. I'm just reporting on what we're saying, and I'm trying to make some logical sense out of it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. You could just have a conversation, like I said, and move on, man. If these dudes fight, great for boxing. I think that 2023 we'll be able to look at and say, yo, this was the year of the big fights. You get what I'm saying? Right. Trolling his own fans at this point, bro. I'm telling you, the backlash, I'm telling you, they going to face some real backlash because y'all could nip all this in the ass. We tired of playing with y'all. Y'all fighting or y'all not. And the fact that Spence don't got no opponent, no date, and Bud Crawford I don't hear nothing about him and Alexis Rocha, that better mean y'all about to fight each other, bro. Yeah, hey, April 4th fool. Facts, y'all, you feel me? He crazy. He the April Fool for real, though. You know what I'm saying? Big B Low, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, Morrell, man. Morrell is coming, man. Morrell, Raees Salim is coming. Yeah, Morrell Jr. is on the Tank undercard. So again, y'all know over here we don't gotta stay stuck on one topic. Like it just is what it is. I just wanted to address the elephant in the room, which is obviously this date being dropped again. But again, they're gonna both face some type of backlash if no fight is made and fans are forced to deal with lesser fights. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going for that after all this chatter of y'all supposed to be fighting. My bad, John. Gotta have something in there. Cooking. Morrell, man. Yeah, Morrell is one of them ones, man. He coming up, man. He's on it. He on his come up for sure. And if you don't know about Morrell, just pay attention, man, because he one of them ones. Thrill Hill, what's good with it, family? So you know, they did release, you know, people was kind of seemed like they was panicking a little bit that they didn't release the undercard for Tank Davis. But you know, to my knowledge, it's an undercard that they have released, and I'm about to can I just pull it up? Could just pull it up. They did release an undercard for sure. Know what I'm saying? So David Morrell is on the undercard. Know what I'm saying? David Morrell is on the undercard. Y'all remember the young kid that I said pay attention to, which was my first time seeing him, Elijah Garcia. He's also on the undercard. And they got Gabriel Rosado going against that dude Beck, the bully, again in a rematch. So I think the undercard is cool. You know what I mean? Could it have been better? It always could have been better. But I think we got to sometimes just appreciate what you got and stop complaining about how much better something could have been. Grease with Fire was good with a fan. Is it Doug until he fights Benavidez? Yeah, but he never ducked Benavidez. That's the thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind placing a jacket on somebody that belong, but he ain't never duck him. You get what I'm saying? Even David Benavidez will tell you Morrell never ducked him. David Benavidez would tell you that out of his own mouth. what David Benavidez is actually saying is that he's willing to fight Morrell, which is a good sign for us, right? So I think when it comes to Morrell, I don't think we're going to have to put a jacket on him. I think he's going to stand on business, bro. I think he's going to stand on business. Again, listen to this. I'm going to say this because I'm a logical dude, right? Everybody comes across much different pieces of information. And I know y'all would pass some of this stuff to be his truth, right? But if I'm going to tell you, if you ask David Benavidez out of his own mouth, has he ever been ducked by David Morrell, and he say no, what am I supposed to believe? The people that's saying it or the actual fighter that's saying it? You get what I'm saying? Case in point. Let me make another point for y'all. Everybody claims all these fighters ducking Devin Haney, right? Not everybody. A lot of people pull that duck card with Devin Haney. Everybody's ducking him, right? Which everything can't be true at the same time because he can't fight everybody at the same time, right? But people throw that logic and common sense out the window, right? When Devin Haney was asked, salute to BFTB Boxing, when he interviewed Devin Haney and asked him, man, what do you think, champ? Do you think these dudes are ducking you? And he said, man, I don't think they ducking me. I just don't think they're in a rush to fight. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what's on video, bro. Ask David Benavidez, has he been ducked by David Morrell? I can't do this, yo. Like, it's too many imaginary ducks. Like, what contract did he turn down? David Morrell himself, not his team, not his manager. When did David Morrell say, no, I'm not fighting Benavidez? And when have somebody seen that on record? You get what I'm saying? Greets, just follow me for a second, bro. Just follow me for a second. Because Bozy Ennis had a conversation about a potential fight between Jerron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford, and it didn't go nowhere, people are now calling Boots a duck. When in fact, no, that was a short conversation that never resorted to no contract, nobody turning down nothing. Boots didn't even have no knowledge of it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times what be happening is these teams be turning down the fights for the fighter. That's what I'm gonna stand on. I'm siding with the fighter today. A lot of these fighters get called ducks because their managers and their teams don't be having the confidence that the fighters be having in themselves. That's what I believe. I don't never think Morrell ducked David Benavidez. Where? Somebody please send it to me. I'll play it on here. Please show me where I can undeniably see David Morrell duck Benavidez and not something that we just running with. I just don't like jackets, bro. I don't like the jackets. You get what I'm saying? Just send it to me. If he did it, he did it. You get what I'm saying? But send it to me. I'll watch it. I even pull it up for the family so we can all check it out. But again, and I don't understand why would you and this is another thing. I use a lot of logic when it comes to boxing, right? I use a lot of logic. Why would Jose Benavidez Sr. name David Morrell as one of the guys that's on his list of fighters to fight if he already turned him down, if he ducked him? Why would he be trying to make a fight with a guy that already ducked him in the past? You get what I'm saying? It don't make a lot of sense. Show me somewhere where David Morrell said, yo, I don't want to fight David Benavidez. Not the politics game. I don't care about the game that the suits be playing when they be protecting their investment, but everybody throws logic out the window and they call everybody ducks. Some of these dudes be protecting their investment, but it get blamed on the fighter. Case in point, another point. David Benavidez was asked about a fight with Demetrius Andre, and I believe they brought up that his manager said he need X amount of millions to fight him. But that never came out of David Benavidez's mouth. But you know what they were saying? He priced himself out. We got to make sure the information that we running with is coming from the fighters. I don't give a damn what them trainers be talking about. Not the trainers, the managers and the people that the mouthpieces for these fighters, they don't be on the same accord. And I seen that clearly with David Benavidez when he was asked about an Andre fight. He had no idea why his manager would say he need X amount of million to fight him. He had no knowledge of that. So you get what I'm trying to say? A lot of these dudes be getting duck jackets placed on them because their managers and promoters talk a certain way out loud, but behind closed doors, they don't be willing to put their fighter in there with whoever. You get what I'm saying? And then we end up throwing a jacket on the fighter. David Morrell never ducked David Benavidez. Bud Crawford was never ducked by Boots Ennis. Like, we got to do better. You get what I'm saying? I seen all the same videos y'all seen, but I understand something. There's a big difference in the fighter saying no and his team saying it for him. Y'all can sit here and try to say, well, they reflected. No, I want to hear the fighter say, nah, I don't want no smoke. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear the manager, the promoter, somebody in his team. I want to hear that fighter undeniably come out of his mouth and say, yo, I don't want to fight, or I can't run with it. You get what I'm saying? It's just too much. Why would David Morrell's name be one of the guys that he want to fight if he already ducked him? He already showed them in the past he don't want to do business. What would be the difference now? You get what I'm saying? It don't make a lot of sense. Jose Benavidez Sr. wouldn't even tell you David Morrell ducked him. And that kills that. That kills whatever somebody think, whatever video they seen. I don't give a damn. If you ask Jose Benavidez Sr., has your son been ducked by David Morrell? He's going to tell you no, because he ain't never been ducked by him. I hate it, yo. I hate it. Dude, David Morrell, honestly, yo, just off what you've seen in the 8 fights that you've seen him, do he look like a dude that's ducking somebody? Don't he look like he want to fight everybody? He moving a certain way. You could see it, man. The proof is in the pudding. That dude ain't gonna duck when you get an opportunity, bro. I don't see it. 817 salute, family. Much love to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button, man. Let's keep having this dope build, this dope conversation. Appreciate all y'all pulling up. Hope everybody feeling good. Brody, go send me something. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. Put the money on Morrell. I will. You listen. I will to make it fun, bro. Because Greeks, I like both fighters, right? I like Benavidez, bro. I rock with him. I never watched the Benavidez fight where I rooted against him. You get what I'm saying? Even in the Caleb Plant fight, I found myself rooting for that dude. You get what I'm saying? At a point. So I like David Benavidez, bro. But I put my money on it to make it fun, though. I definitely do that for you. Certain fights, I'll do it. That's a good fight to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight to and much love to the family that know how to have a conversation, because we ain't gonna agree on everything, but we can still build. And that's what really counts. Hold on, let me play this for you, Ghost.
So can we expect that? So can we expect that in late 2023, early 2024?
We have a signed contract. Oh. So he would fight. And besides that,
A signed contract with Morrell was
Morelli would fight Benavidez regardless.
immediately after.
And hopefully, after, if not, he will keep busy. But he's ready to fight because he won the fight. He's one of the fighters, Cuban fighters. He has no fear, and he makes his decision that is the fight that he won. Now, Canelo, 3 months.
Yeah, that's him saying he'll fight him. Like, that's what I know. I just don't like. Again, y'all just have more. Listen, have more faith. Have more faith in your fighters, bro. Even if you're not rooting for him to beat a certain guy, some of these dudes really move like real men, like real fighters. I think David Morrell is one of them. He's young, but he ready for it. Just think about something. How many other guys you know that got a total of 8 fights, and that's already being pegged to fight a guy like Benavidez already? That's saying something about David Morrell. The fact that his father is saying that name as a name to fight, that's saying something about David Morrell. His father knows that's a worthy fight. That's a real challenge for them. He's not gonna just get in there and walk through that dude, because if we being honest, based on what we seen, Morrell do a lot of things in there, or he do a number of things in there that will give Benavidez some trouble. Benavidez also got some things that can trouble Morrell. It's just that kind of fight. That's why we want to see it. You get what I'm saying? I want to see it. That's a 50-50 fight. I don't give a damn how many fights Morrell do or don't got. That's a 50-50 fight. The gap in skill level is not significant for no David Benavidez. I've seen, no disrespect to him, I've seen in the 8 fights more skill, more of a bag, more versatility from David Morrell than I've seen from David Benavidez. I'm telling you that. That's for me. That's what I've seen. So I know that fight right there will be worth our time. It'll be worth our money. Boxing 101, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. You don't trust how the boxers is handy with power. We don't know how tough he really is until he gets hit. Yeah, I mean, that's with anybody though, right? That's fair, because that's with anybody, right? You don't know until they got to get in there. But the fact that he's willing to take on this challenge already, that his father is mentioning Morrell's name, think about it. It should be Morrell calling for him, but yet and still, they're talking about making a fight with David Morrell, a guy that don't even got 10 fights. That is telling you something about David Morrell. That's telling you something. You think Team Benavidez look at David Morrell and they say, yo, damn, man, he only got 8 fights. Nah, that's easy money. I guarantee you that nobody in Team Benavidez think that. Even if they think they can beat him. Nobody think that that's a walk in the park. Think about what I'm saying. You hear Jose Benavidez Sr. mentioning him as a potential fight. Why is that? It should be the other way around. Ain't he one fight away from Canelo? Why is he talking about fighting a guy with 8 fights, as people keep saying, right? It's a reason for that, because that dude is like that. He really like that. I believe it. I believe he one of them. Win, lose, or draw, I think he is one of the more talented up and coming. Well, shit, he got a title already, so he not no prospect. Dave Morrell ain't a prospect. So don't let the 8 fights fool you, man. Don't let the 8 fights fool you. 7 fights when all the smoke. I cannot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to appreciate. Again, y'all, this is entertainment. You're supposed to appreciate the energy until they give you a reason not to. And you come to find out that Morrell is selling wolf tickets, then I could feel you being a little hesitant to like him. But right now, the fact that his name being mentioned with these other guys, think about it. His name being mentioned with Benavidez, Charlo, Andre, and he got 8 fights. That's telling you something about David Morrell. And I guarantee you, if David Morrell and David Benavidez fight, it won't be a solitary soul complaining about that fight. Nobody in their right mind will complain about a fight that good. Amateur record 130-2. He celebrated as one of the best out of Cuba, and he absolutely he is stud, man. He is stud. I ain't gonna lie. Single shots and a grown man. I'm telling you, he different. Mike Kirkland, my brother. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? Bruce Gas, salute to the OG. How you feeling, OG? Ain't no punk. All them dudes get in there. I'm telling you, it's real. Morrell like that. Fate, my brody. What's good with it, Fate? You can see David Morrell's ability, man. 817, talk about it, bro. I got Benavidez, but Morrell a bad man. And I ain't mad at that. That's why I want y'all to have y'all picks, because not going to tell nobody that feel like Benavidez could beat David Morrell. Am I going to tell you crazy for thinking that? Get what I'm saying? You're not crazy. But I tell you what, I do want to see the fight, though. You know, I still want to see that fight. Oh, man. Rigo. Hell, look at Ugas, good fighter we got here later. Rigo, you get facts. Morrell younger than all them guys too. He just turned 25 a few weeks ago, right? 1 fight from Cinnabon. Yeah, slicker than a can of oil. But you get what I was saying with that. He essentially supposed to be 1 fight away from him, man. Or he's supposed to have a fight or won the fight that's getting him that fight. But instead, they still bringing up a Andre and other guys, man. He got some real smoke, man. Canelo could go do whatever he want to do. It's still great fights to be made. And Jones, what's good with it, fan? Ronnie Shields said he still wants to build. And again, that's you see what I'm saying, Ant? And this is coming right here. Salute to you, bro. And that's exactly what I was saying. Sometimes they don't be on the same accord. And I understand that that's what be happening. The fighters be wanting that smoke. The guys be wanting to build them. And I can understand why, but I think he did say though, but at the end of the day, it's his choice too. Like, it's his preference to keep building. But I think he said he won't get in his way of fighting if he want to fight. I think he said that, if I'm not mistaken. I had to ask my boy, but I'm pretty sure he told me that. His impressive, in my opinion, 6'2", 200 pounds off season. His biggest asset is his stamina. Wow, that's you saying something right there. He reached the elite level, so now I'm being hard on him. Right. I get it, bro. I get it. Salute to everybody in the building. Let me scroll to the bottom, man. Much love to everybody. Ronnie, don't call the shots, though. Right. I think he said if he, that's what he want, like he won't get in his way. I believe he said that. Yeah, we need to see that. They need each other more now than ever, undercard. Andre and Charlo. You know what I'm saying? They need pivotal fights. They need marquee fights. They need quality names on their resume. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Morrell, Ghost. I do, yo. I believe in Benavidez. He got room to keep growing too. But look, Benavidez is 26 years old, yo. He young as hell, bro. He got a lot of time to keep growing and keep getting better too. So I just hope we can see these fights. Boo and Jamal, the only two can beat Benavidez at 68, in my opinion. That's how I get you. I feel like Morrell. I want to see. I really want to see this Morrell matchup. I want to see the styles mesh. I really do. Bob Santos Morrell got a number of guys on this team. Right. Morrell beats Benavidez, in my opinion. Hey, man, I from what I seen, 817, like, look, y'all give me 2 seconds. Let me grab something real quick. Y'all punch that like fun. Let's run the likes up, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this news, about this topic. Who y'all got if they do fight, Morrell or David Benavidez? Hell, man, we having a conversation today, man. We in Boo Boo and Jamal. Best year boxing. I'm telling you, Benavidez sees Andre had the weaker southpaw. Tell him to go in there and prove it. He got to show me. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna get Benavidez that win. He got to show me he could beat Andre. I swear he do. My bad, y'all. My money on Morrell. I feel you. Jose said Morrell. I feel that. I feel y'all. Say these sleep interviews and make it look easy. I feel you. I definitely think it's a fight worth happening. Pardon me if y'all hear me chewing, y'all. I'm just eating my food real quick, but we still gonna have this conversation. Right, has many options to use. Benavidez, a one-trick pony with bad habits. Hey, look, let's have this conversation, and I mean it so respectfully, yo. I mean it's very respectfully. If Boo Boo was a little younger, I think he could beat David right now. I say it's 50-50. I get you, Johnny, and that makes sense. You see how you put that in perspective? You putting that little bit in there about the age and that just being real, like, I get it. You make perfect sense, bro. I'll say this, yo. My biggest concern, y'all, and I love Benavidez, right? I like his skill set. I like what he brings to the table. I like his willingness to try to get better and improve, right? My biggest concern for him was on paper, right? Him and Caleb Plant was on paper, it was 50-50, right? A 50-50 fight on paper. This is my humble opinion. When Caleb Plant still had a gas in his tank, he was able to move and use the lateral movement the way he needed to. The action wasn't playing out like a 50-50 fight. So I'm very concerned with a guy that if you're in there with a dude that didn't get tired, we're talking about a whole different fight, y'all. We talking about a whole different fight. Let's be real. If the first 6 rounds, if the last 6 rounds went how the first 6 rounds went, what kind of conversation we having today? You get what I'm saying? And why I'm using that as an example, because say if David Morrell could do a lot of the things Caleb Plant could do from a boxing standpoint, skillfully, he can do a lot of those things, but just in his way. But he can move just as well as Caleb Plant. He can give him lateral movement, angles. He punch on more. He used more angles than Caleb Plant, in my honest opinion. But you know what the big difference would be if they fight, in my opinion? He won't get tired. He won't get tired. So if he jump up on him 4 rounds, or out of the first 6, you win arguably 4 or 5 of them. Like you telling me that my biggest concern is it seemed like he had to bank on a guy getting tired to have his success. What I'm saying is my concern is, and follow me, y'all, this is no diss to him. This is just an observation. When a guy had gas in his tank, he couldn't keep up with him. Skill for skill, it didn't look good. David Benavidez didn't start looking like David Benavidez until Caleb Plant ran out of gas. That's no slight to David Benavidez. That's my honest assessment of what I seen. I seen as long as Caleb Plant was moving and he had tread on his tire and gas in the tank and moving well, I seen that being a runaway fight for him. But as it stood right around the middle to late rounds, he hit a wall and David picked it up. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm always hungry, man. Sorry about that, y'all. My bad, y'all. Morrell is nice. He said, Morrell, I like it, man. I like them both, though. I like them both. But I'm just saying, that's my biggest concern for David Benavidez going against a guy like Morrell. He can do a lot. He can replicate a lot of those things that Caleb Plant did in there at that very same level. But the difference is he got a full 12 rounds in him. I just seen him go 12. And he dominated a dude that had twice as many fights as he had. Twice as many, and dominated him. He almost made him look like they didn't even belong in a ring together. He dominated with a full tank of gas. He didn't slow down. All that defensive, awareness that people said he was lacking. I didn't see that. I didn't see Morrell getting hit a ton in his last fight. I watched that fight very closely. He dominated that dude. You want some? Go ahead, take a bite. My bad, y'all. Plant and me making some money. Yeah, man, y'all feel me? Whip pop, absolutely. 817 whip pop, whip punching power, whip punching power. I asked you ahead of time if you wanted. You said no. My bad. I thought David was going to KO Plant. I saw something. I did too. I seen a guy that, respectfully, I seen a guy, a very determined, hungry guy in David Benavidez. But I seen a guy that lacked the skill to truly cut off the ring while a guy still had his lateral movement intact. That's an area of concern for me. You're not going to make me think that the problems that I seen Caleb Plant giving him in the first half of the fight, he's just going to erase all them problems in the next training camp, and that's not going to be the case. No disrespect. He almost appeared to be limited, y'all. No disrespect. He almost appeared to be limited in terms of when he don't have a stationary target, he didn't look that good. No disrespect. I'm an honest dude. I don't hate. I like him. I'm really watching this fight, and I'm looking like, man, you can't do nothing with Caleb Plant as long as he's moving and got this gas. But whenever he slowed down and you started mauling him and fighting in the clinch, you made an adjustment, started fighting in the clinch, you started to take over the fight. Yeah, more punch variations. That's a fact, yo. Fighting the inside. I'm telling you. Big Cheesy, what's good with it, fam? Y'all feel me? If y'all feeling where I'm coming from, again, I ain't trying to change nobody's mind. I just want to like offer some perspective. Moose Mr. Right? Yeah, we change all sports and fighters teams is just as successful in both halves of the fight. Yeah, man, facts though, facts. But look, bravo with David Benavidez and his team for doing the homework and understanding that they felt like he got tired in the back half of fights, right? So they was able to come on strong. That's why it's 12 rounds, right? The first half didn't work out for him. Caleb Plant slowed down enough in the second half, and those same things that didn't work for him in the first half started working in the second half, and he capitalized. He did his thing. Did his thing. No shade to him. He did his thing. Telling Morrell special, I think. You feel me? Feel me, yo? Ricky Williams, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? David B is not a power puncher. Like I say, he had issues with Plant. Morrell got power and he aggressive too. I'm telling you, it makes a difference, Rick. It just makes a difference, man. He different. He can do a lot of those things that Caleb Plant was doing to make that fight tough for him. But the difference is, y'all, the key difference, he won't get tired. He will be there at the end of the 12th round if he need to go 12. He ain't going to gas. And that's the difference. I'm telling you. That dude, 25 years old with a hell of a gas tank, an arsenal and everything. You get what I'm saying? Jim, my bro, appreciate you pulling up as always. How you feeling? Appreciate you, Shower. I love when I can get y'all to type like that, though. What's good, my bro, Jim? How you feeling? You feel me? I'm always trying to be fair. Adam Kelly, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, Adam Kelly, the fight being pushed back to September now due to CHARLO'S hand is not healing as fast as they expected it to. So due to his injury, they pushing it back to September. As long as y'all hear that, I'm being fair, man. You know, it's like a draw to me, not a UD. It damn sure wasn't no UD. It wasn't no UD. I ain't seen no UD at all. I swear I didn't. So I enjoy listening to you, give an honest opinion. You feel me, Mike? Salute to my bro, Mike Kirkland, always showing love, putting that color in the chat. Much love and appreciation. Where my boy AB at?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to Jim. Jim, how you feeling, bro? People don't get plant sicknesses just do. It was a 22-foot ring, so it took longer. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, slickness. Pardon me. Slickness. Right. That's a good point. He did. He made him earn it. He made him earn it. And I told people he was going to make Benavidez earn it until he got tired. And Benavidez took it after that. He took it after that. And elite competition, but we'll see. I'll say this. With 8 fights, I'm very impressed. And then think, Big B-Lo, just think too. It's Jose Benavidez Sr. that's naming Morrell as one of the names too. It ain't like just Morrell trying to call for him. They got eyes on him. You get what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Because they respect the talent. They recognize the skill set. You want to know what ring? Yeah. That's true. That's true. Just like that rehydration clause. Just like the rehydration clause. I get that. Babe Rosado versus Bully rematch is rumored to be on Tank. Yeah, it's up there, Fate. I got word it's back to Bully. You got David Morrell, and you got this young kid, Elijah Garcia. I like what I seen from Elijah Garcia. He showed me something in his last fight. I liked it. I get you, 817. I get you. From Robert Usyk, he won't be held yet. And no one wants to see that anyway. Facts. Queen, nobody. I don't understand why they playing with us like that, yo. Maybe fight uglier than it was, and then it came from a headbutt. They were average for me. Plant dash, Tank just trash. Look, Rick, I agree with you. I mean, I say this so humbly, yo, because like if it was any other fighter, people would call it out. That ain't that. Put it this way: I was more confident that David Benavidez could beat Canelo before that fight. That fight was supposed to make me feel even more confident that he can beat Canelo. Respectfully, because y'all know how I give it up over here. After watching the fight and how it played out, I don't feel as confident that he would beat Canelo after seeing the way that fight played out. You know what I'm saying? Again, a stationary target, he could eat, man. He could eat with a stationary target. But while the lateral movement was intact and the level changing that Caleb Plant was doing, man, he gave him fits, bro. He was giving him a hard time. He did not look like himself. But the fact that he's so resilient, which makes him very good, man. He did not give up. He didn't waver. He did show his frustration a couple times in the fight where you could clearly see it, but he stuck with it, and I respect him for it. He got the win, bro. He got the win. In the face. But see, look, Big B-Lo. Now let me point something out, right? Because you assume, right? You probably saying because David Benavidez got a high punch volume, right? High punch output that he'd probably punch him in the face a bunch of times. Remember, bro, this is what people was telling me he was going to do to Caleb Plant. Didn't I tell people that he wasn't going to be able to hit Caleb Plant with 4, 5, 6, 7 punch combinations? I told people this. You can't look at no point in the fight where he was able to do that. You get what I'm trying to say? When you have feet, you know not to be in range for somebody to rip you with 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. Caleb Plant understood the distance and the range very well. So he neutralized the volume of David Benavidez. To me, I didn't see the active Benavidez like he is in most fights. You get what I'm saying? Because he was presented with a moving target, a guy that wouldn't sit still for him. You get what I'm saying? And although he never quit, he got better. He cut the ring off better in the second half, in my opinion, because he was in there with a guy that was running on half a tank at that point. You get what I'm saying? Or less than half a tank. So 7 through 12, absolutely. And he was fighting off instinct. 817, pure instinct. Teach, what's good, Teach? Appreciate you pulling. He's fighting off pure instinct, bro. That headbutt out of the clinch, Caleb got caught with right in the air, and the body shot was nice after. Right. That's a good observation, 817. Cheap Wildfire, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. David never felt no power like Morrell yet. And Wildfire, I truly think that he punched considerably harder than Caleb Plant, just naturally, right? And I think that'll be something new too. Getting punched with a guy that actually can punch with you. Get what I'm saying? American fell pitch. It missed what happened. Yeah, he failed a PED test. Teach, and then going to turn around and say he never did nothing wrong and he retired and all this stuff. I hope Bex gets his revenge. He getting it. He getting another crack at it. Rosa, salute to Rosa. Appreciate you pulling out. I got Morrell going to sleep in 10. I ain't mad at that, Greeks. I ain't mad at that. Salute to you, bro. I ain't mad because it can happen. You know. Can't happen, bro. I'll never sit here and tell you wrong for what you think. I just offer different perspective. That's all. You know what I mean? I see some things in there that Morrell do very well that it just be real problematic for a guy that struggles with a moving target. And Morrell is a very active boxer. You get what I'm saying? He's very active in the ring. He don't just sit still. He don't just sit there right in front of you. That's what look at the level change, the stuff that he do in the ring, is he's more advanced than a guy with 8 fights. The only reason people are saying Morrell got 8 fights is because we know it. Obviously, we can look at his box rec. But he don't look like a guy that got 8 fights when you see that dude fight. This is why Jose Benavidez will even entertain fighting him, because he know it'll be a worthy challenge. He knows skill when he sees it. Skill recognize skill, or real recognize real, however you want to look at it. Genetic at this point. Yeah, facts. Because he be ripped up, Rosa. He got every muscle he could need, bro. Like, he's not saying muscles win fights. I'm just saying, like, he's ripped in every area. It's not a matter of him not working hard. It got, like you saying, it got to be genetics or something. I'm picking Cinnabon. I'm a little concerned. I'm gonna say that respectfully, 817, after seeing what caused him to struggle against Caleb Plant. I'm a little concerned with a Canelo Alvarez, and I understand they're not the same fighter and they don't move the same, but people got to understand and consider Canelo got a ton more of experience, and that's gonna matter. It's gonna count for something in that fight. If you think just your youth, you're gonna get by off your youth, that might backfire on you. You're gonna actually need a game plan. And again, Canelo got great upper body movement, man, and he's a good, very, very good counter puncher. That's all I'm saying. And I still want to see the fight. I still want to see it because I believe in David Benavidez. I like him, bro. I like him. I have no shade. I just want to make sure people understand how I give it up. I don't hate that dude. I don't dislike him. I'm rooting for him. I'm real enough. I can't talk boxing every day with y'all if I can't be real and tell y'all in the first part of the fight, the areas where he struggled will concern me with him going in there against David Morrell. I think that whole 8-fight notion, you got to throw that out. You got to throw that out. Why I say that? Because I showed people Benavidez's first 8 fights, and I showed John Morrell's first 8 fights. It's not even close. It's so real, y'all. No disrespect. Again, none whatsoever. I can go up another 8 fights to when he was 16-0. And David Morrell at 8-0, it looks more impressive than the guys that he fought within his first 16 to 18 fights. No BS, man. That's why I tell y'all, man, don't look at the number of fights. Go look at the people that he fought and go see if they are of any substance or if they quality fighters. Quality over quantity. Don't look at the number and be impressed. The number does nothing for me if you fought guys that you were pegged to beat each time out undeniably. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect to him. This is probably his first 50-50 fight. Just took place a couple weekends ago when he fought Caleb. That's no slight to him. That's just real talk. His first 50-50 fight was that, and he won. But he struggled. And it's the areas in which he struggled is where my concern lies for him. Because we all know David Benavidez ain't going to give up. We all know he got a hell of a gas tank. He ain't going to never stop trying. But at some point, you got to show more skill than what you displayed against Caleb Plant. You are in a very unique situation where you are in there with a guy that is very, very effective in the first half of fights, but just has a tendency to wear down at the back half. And you mix that up with a guy that comes on stronger, as they say, in second halves of fight with a guy that slows down. That's a recipe for disaster for Caleb Plant. It was like, even though and this is just me being real, even though he did so well in the first half, all that really did was delay the inevitable. All he did was prolong it. You get what I'm saying? What was going to happen? But I respect the hell out of him for doing it. And again, a lot of people were saying he was going to get his mouth broke. He was going to get knocked out, and it just didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? It just didn't happen. It's more what David did or what Plant's gas tank. We got to be honest about that. That's all I'm saying, bro. And the reason I keep saying no disrespect, so people don't feel like it's a personal attack. It's just an observation. If y'all seen something different, just let me know. And I rock with it. But I seen the areas where he struggled was concerning for me, man. Like, I'm like, bro, you go in there with another guy that don't get tired, or just say, y'all, like I said, if the first 6 was repeated in the last 6, what kind of conversation we having right now? You get what I'm trying to say? And I know we can't say that because it's a 12-round fight for a reason, right? Again, but just think, you get what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not going to gas out. And I've seen him giving up consecutive rounds because a guy was able to outbox him because he was changing levels and giving him a lot of lateral movement and stabbing to the body here or there. And it threw him off for whatever reason. He was kind of following him around the ring for the first part of the fight. You get what I'm saying? Right, you will never know. He was having fun. He said, holding and running for his life. I feel you, Greeks. I feel you, bro. Really, I feel you. Zach B, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. Mr. Collins, salute fam. Appreciate you stopping through. Plant messed up by not turning David. You didn't have to use his legs as much. Great point, bro. Great point. Absolutely 100% great point you just made, bro. Great point. Great point. I think he used his legs a lot because that's what he used to. And I think he depleted himself down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? He did so well in that first half. And you got to think, with a guy constantly putting on that pressure, you wearing yourself out. You know what I mean? Salute to David Benavidez for having that in his back pocket, man. That gas tank is real. And Billy and Morrell, we going to see. I can't wait to see it, bro. I can't wait to see it. Mr. Mechanical, what's good, family? How you feeling? Yeah. Clinching is part of the game, though, bro. And again, you know what? Sometimes, y'all, I feel like not enough guys utilize the clinch. That's why when we see a guy doing it, we kind of tendency to get annoyed by it. Like, now that's really part of the game. It was very intelligent clinching. You have to be honest. It was very intelligent. It probably wasn't a pretty tactic, but it's intelligent. I think as long as you consider like what his intent in clinching is, think about it. It was very smart. While he's clinching, he's neutralizing this man's offense and minimizing the damage that he was taking while he was doing that clinching. Now, some of that, David was still fighting out of the clinch, and he was hurting him. He was hurting him when he did. You know what I mean? He was making plant pay in there. But again, what do you do? Like, think about it. The guy that's not the aggressor, that's not the harder, heavier puncher, is going to probably be the guy initiating the clinch. You got to think about what we talking about. Why wouldn't I clinch you? Why am I going to give you an opportunity when you're a guy that with a higher output and a heavier punch? Why am I going to give you the opportunity in the inside to do any of that and not tie you up? Remember, it's chess. Caleb Plant did a very good job at playing chess for them first 6 rounds, man. It was beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. When that man slowed down and Benavidez seen that his man was slowed down and that headbutt, he seen the blood, he did what he had to do. He did. He went for it, bro. He went for it. I respect the hell out of him. But I know there's several guys that performance won't beat. That's what I'm saying, y'all. He has to do better. Y'all got to know at 26, you better not think you seen the best of David Benavidez. It's safe to assume he could get a bit better, right? You know what I'm saying? He's only 26. Morrell, what, 25? Like that until he just 7. Morrell, yeah, right. Nah, that's a great point, bro. That's a great point. It's a great point, 817. Yeah, he got all the tools. Yeah, he said, no, I second that. Greets. He ain't the same guy. He's slowing down. He's definitely declining, bro. He's declining. Gotta have good feet to beat Canelo, man. David will try to sit in the pocket with Canelo. I can't see David out hanging Canelo. I'm going to just say this, Rick. The only time I seen that man hurt, he was a teenager. That's crazy. Since then, I ain't even seen him come close. That dude, he one thing Canelo was blessed with, if nothing else, he got a beard, bro. And he got some fast hands and some great counters. And he got a mean uppercut. That's all I'm saying. Got a mean uppercut. He got a mean uppercut, bros. Snacks B, salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. Let me scroll to the bottom. JJ, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. Morales, the skills, no doubt, but Benavidez is a bigger body of work. So, yes. And again, that's why I understand, Big B-Lo, when you say you leaning towards Benavidez. You've seen the wider body of work. I get it. But only thing I would say, and I understand that train of thought, right? Only thing I would say, right, I would just hint to, and this is just me offering perspective, not changing your mind, right? Look at it's quality. It's quality. Remember, David Morrell has fought quality fights within that 8 fights. I don't even think he fought guys with losing records. That's saying something. Now, go look at David Benavidez's first 8 to 16 to even 18 fights, and then look at the difference. You're going to see, not saying that you're going to change your mind, but you're going to understand the point that I'm making. You're going to be like, damn, I see Just got a point. He fought some quality guys. And although dude has fought a certain amount of fights, but he's made up for some of that number of fights with quality. David Morrell has, to me. So that's why the gap in skill level is not on the side of Benavidez to me. I've seen more skill being displayed from Morrell. I've seen more angles. I've seen more versatility. I've seen more of ability to do more. I've seen him be comfortable in every inch of the ring. You get what I'm saying? That dude is a true boxer, and he's mean in there with some pop behind them punches, with a hell of a gas tank and a lot of confidence. Now, we don't know what his chin is exactly like, right? So we have to wait and see. Yeah, that stabbing jab, right? That stabbing jab was working early. It was smart. It was smart, Ghost, and it was working early. Billy gonna get killed as soon as he fights elite comp. I feel you. I like Christian Mbeele. He a dog. I like Christian Mbeele. You know what I mean? I know fighters come in many shapes and sizes, man. Christian Mbeele's a solid guy, man. And Not Guns by the Monster supposedly sleeps everyone and their father. Right? That is something something to think about, bro. That's something to think about. That is something to think about. Watch Canelo footwork, the first 6 and the last 6. Wow, man. Yeah. Oh, Caleb, facts, 817. I'm just thinking Canelo facts. It was a big difference. Quee, my sis, appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Man, my neck hurt. Where we'll learn to respect Morel and Billy. Look, I got love for them dudes, man. I rock with him, man. I rock with their skill set and their talent. Morel and them dudes, man. Got turn David Big for that. Nah, you do. You do. Facts 817. And he used his legs too much when he should have been turning them. Right. Jabs was giving Benavidez weak legs. Yeah, Plant, we still rocking with you. And David, we supporting you 100% too. Her name, like what they call it, Benavidez, get your ass beat. Salute to Big D-Lo, man. Well, got more quality in his work. Right. That's what I see. Cooking and talking spit. All right, what you cooking over here, Shy? Well, I'm always hurt. That's why logic is fault. Half the sport doesn't win the game match. I don't think the logic is flawed. I just think it makes sense for what it is, right? If you're talking about my logic with the me talking about the gas tank, cause I seen a tale of two different halves too. But just about anything can be debated outside of the actual facts. You know what I'm saying? No matter how logical I am, as people, you can still debate my logic, but you can't argue that it don't make sense. That's why I use logic, because no matter it, I take that approach because I'm not trying to get people to agree with me when I'm being logical. I'm trying to get people to understand me. It's a difference with me. Like I don't want everybody in the chat agreeing with everything I say. You get what I'm saying? If you see something different, then that's what we're here for. We're a community, we build, right? But that's why I deal with logic, because I aim to be understood and make sense to whoever I'm talking to about whatever it is I'm talking about. Get what I'm saying? It's never to one up you with the information. It's like, you know what I mean? That's why I always err on the side of logic. Morel will put Benavidez on his back foot. What do you think Morel would do? Benavidez has an amateur background. I believe he does. I believe so. Right, sis. He is. Carlos Gongora is pretty good, yo. Mr. Mechanical, he fighting a real one. He fight quality names to me. That's the whole point I'm making about David Morel. He fight quality to me. And I can't knock it. That's just what I see. They moving him a certain way because they believe in him a certain way. BVO Boxing, what's good, family? Y'all pardon me chewing, y'all. Pardon me, y'all. Jim, my bro, putting that color in the chat. Much love, much appreciation, fam.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro, always showing love, man. Appreciate you, Jim. Steak, potatoes, haven't settled on a vegetable. Man, you had me at steak and then potatoes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't big on vegetables, as you can see. I'm a skinny guy. I didn't eat my vegetables as a kid. I didn't eat my spinach. Aisha, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. And Gore slept. Ali Akmendal. Man. And Billy was punching like a man possessed when he was fighting Gongora. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought at any minute he was gonna sleep Gongora. I swear I did. I thought one of those punches was gonna send dude head in the corner of the rope somewhere. I swear I did. He was punching like a man possessed, bro. Man, he was going for it. Beautiful jab. He got pretty good stamina and conditioning too. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. Why people be so mad at boxing? One day I gotta make a poll. Why y'all so mad? Like, what's wrong? Like, y'all, I'm gonna ask people how you. I'm about to make a poll in my community. I'm gonna ask people how many. I'm gonna say, do you love boxing? Yes or no? Like, I need to know. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I need to know what y'all love for the sport is like. I need to see what people love like out here for the sport. You know what I mean? I love it, y'all. I really be. This is therapy when I get to talk to y'all. And the fact that y'all engage with the conversation is therapeutic. I actually love this sport, man. I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy store on Saturday, y'all. Y'all know it's fight week. Y'all know my boy about to, you know, he about to put the 135-pound division on notice Saturday. Y'all, the future of the division is here. No, you don't have to look no further. That bad boy from Newark, New Jersey is here. He here now. Muscle memory kicked in. He had the power with it. Right. Oh, that looked good until real pressure is applied. That's when we'll see. I feel y'all because he the goods. But you know what's crazy, Big B-Lo? The stuff you saying is cool too, though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you ain't said nothing crazy. You ain't said nothing crazy. Like, I don't think you saying like some outlandish stuff. Like the reasoning you give for why you backing the guy, it makes sense. It's logical, right? You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, man. Some people just emotional facts, Mr. Mechanical. They be mad for no reason. I'll be like, damn, well, how could y'all talk boxing every day and be that mad, yo? Shakur over everybody. Shout out to Jersey. And y'all know when I say that, that's me talking my talk, man. It's just me talking. But I truly do believe in the skill set for real. Fundora, Bam Rodriguez too, Mr. Mechanical, I believe Bam. And it's one more card too. There's one more card. Too many millionaire. Jersey, let's go, man. Jersey in the building. Much love to everybody in the building. Y'all punch on that like Roger, man. I remember when I ain't know Roger used to be trolling, yo. Used to be having me tripped out over here, yo. I can tell you now, Roger used to be having me tripped out when I was new. Like when I ain't used to catch on that he'd just troll out of nowhere at the random. He'd catch me off guard a lot, yo. Remember you had me going? I remember the last time when I caught on to Roger, when I really caught on to him, was the Tank and Rolly. I was like, Roger's getting in the comments like, yo, and Rolly in two. He told me Rolly lost because his ankle. He rolled his ankle. He say, oh, I'm a little mad, just playing. Shakur sucks. Some people think he do. They say he too flat-footed. I tell the people that say he too flat-footed, whatever your favorite fighter is, I swear, tell him to get in there and hit him more than 5 times around. The Zone Bam fighting. Frank Martin fighting. Can't believe no one talking about it. Is he? Bam Rodriguez, that guy, man. I'm telling you. ESPN, The Zone, Showtime, Fight Week. I love it. It's Fight Week, y'all. We're going to enjoy this, man. Tank Garcia might be stacked. I'm telling you. They got Kid Austin on it, too. Raymond Ford out of Camden, New Jersey. You know I rock with Ray Ford heavy. I rock with Ray Ford. He one of them ones, too. He said, I just got to switch up my tactics. He used to have me going, bro. You still be getting people. I'll be laughing now because now I know what it is. So I feel, safe travels, bro. Safe travels, Edgar. Safe travels, bro. Tyron need to promote Shakur like the best fighter they got because he is by far. I feel like they should too and keep pushing him. But I think like some people look at it different, right? Some people criticize him because his fights on free TV, right? But I look at it as that's providing him with a platform where people can see him for free. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's some of the reason why his last 3 outings, his last 3 performances has averaged well over 1 million viewers. You get what I'm saying? Like it peak out and then it stay well over 1 million when he fighting. So that's just me doing my homework because people was trying to say he wouldn't sell or people, you know what I mean? Them weak narratives. And I'm like, somebody obviously interested because they tuning in. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see what's next after he handled his business. My cuz, Leroy. Word, right? Yeah. He said, yeah, facts. Cuz he just hit me before I went live too. He said he gonna go. Cuz told me he gonna go holler at Shakur tonight. He was trying to see if I was gonna go with him. Told y'all that's the one that put me up on Shakur. He said he about to go, go check him out, go see what's up with him. Joe Joyce versus Zane next week, right? And that's another one. Salute to my baby girl, my queen, Miss JusDueBoxing. How you feeling, baby girl? How you feeling? How are you feeling? Yeah, we ain't gonna call Wilder on nobody. We got everybody been on their best behavior. Kirk Douglas, my brody, what's happening with it, family? Exactly like you start out on pay-per-view. Then again, they don't be reasonable fans. Some people just say anything. They don't understand. It's like people don't trust and understand in the process of boxing. They just think everybody get it all overnight. Nah, some people got to earn it. You know what I mean? He displaying the sweet science. He ain't knocking people out in every fight. So he got to earn his a little bit differently. And it's just what it is. I've been accepted. I understood what kind of skill set he brings to the table. I understand that he ain't never going to be this crazy puncher. And I'm 100% cool with that because he shows me that more times than not, he's going to be the smarter guy. And 9 times out of 10, the smarter guy wins that fight. Shakur put 10K in the seats on a Friday. He's legit. You dig what I'm saying, Roja? I'm telling you, yo. Leroy versus Bam. Let's go. Let's get it, yo. Let's get it. Salute to the queens in the chat, man. Much love to the queens that came here to talk boxing with your boy Just, man. I hope Fundora and Shakur don't fight at the same time. Sheesh. Yeah, I know that do be happening. I got to check the times. I'm going to be there, though, so I'm going to miss it that way anyway. I'm going to miss one. I'm going to miss some action, but we still going to do some post-fight thoughts. I'm going to make sure I see all this action. As per numbers, facts. I told you, Ghost, I did that homework, bro. And again, I do the homework on my guy because that's my guy and people be slighting him. I just feel like he ain't really did nothing for you to slight him the way certain people be slighting him, and I don't be liking it. I'd be like, yo, out of all the fighters that slight, y'all pick him? Like, he the one that's something wrong with? I'm like, nah. But ain't none of the fighters perfect. You know what I'm saying? He missed weight. He ain't perfect. Right. They do deserve this fight. You know what? But you know what, Zach? At first, it was about them. It ain't about them no more, Zach. It's about us, man. We deserve this fight, bro. Nah, we deserve it. I done got called an ERROL sexual, bro. I didn't even know what that was. I never told nobody that I'm an ERROL Spence fan. I never said that to nobody. I got called an ERROL sexual, bro, before I knew what that meant. Nah, bro, nah. It ain't about them no more, Zach. It's about us. It's out of their hands at this point. They got to give us the fight. I done got called all types of names, man. I didn't even know what that was, bro. Son of God, salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, right. And Floyd got it. Floyd got it younger than what, I mean, he was older than what Tank is now when he separated. That's what people don't know. See what I'm saying, Ant? Because they just be talking. When Floyd got it all the way together, he was older than what Tank is right now. Right now, Money Mayweather. He was not Money Mayweather at the age of 28. He was still Pretty Boy Floyd. Don't ever forget that, people. He did not get it overnight, man. And everybody ain't Floyd either, man. That's a one-on-one type of dude, for real, for real. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love, Frank Martin. Oh, yeah. You're right. I forgot about that. I forgot that. But then again, I thought they said that he wasn't going to be on the card. Am I wrong? Facts here, beast, man. My boy, man. Salute to everybody that's going to be at the fight Saturday, man. That's going to be at the Prudential Center with your boy, man. ESPN, man. I'm telling you. Core that guy, man. That's my boy. It's the mentality for me. 10K, what's good with it, family? Loman versus Haney card is better than the Davis card. It got. I tell you what, it got some real good matchups on it. 10K. I ain't even mad at it. I ain't mad at nobody that say that. They got some real good matchups on that card, bro. some real good ones. It's basically Team EJ versus Team Bud is all laying out. EJ versus Bud, Frank versus Keyshawn, and Shakur. It's getting interesting. Talk to him, bro. Talk to him. It is. It's getting fun, bro. Let me scroll to the bottom. My bad. What you said, undercard? Where you at, bro? What you said? What you said now? I'm trying to get all y'all. I'll be 20 minutes behind the chat. My bad. Trying to make sure I see all y'all, man. My bad. Salute to everybody in the building. I got 37 people in the building. Cause y'all punch the like button in his mouth one time for you, bro. I promise you won't get in trouble. I'm trying to look for you. Where you at? Oh, Devin Alexander making a comeback on the Fundora card. Wow. Salute to Devin Alexander for staying the course, bro. Salute to Devin Alexander for staying the course and staying at it. I ain't think we'd see him again. Don't know much about Elijah. He good. Hey, 10K. Go try to search his last fight, bro. Elijah Garcia. Go try to search his last fight. He showed me something right there. That was the first time I seen him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And that's a young dude. And I think he like 19. Go watch him, yo. He a young little. He got something. He got something over there, man. It took a while to be Money Mayweather. A nice while. You get what I'm saying? Took him a minute. You got to take a price before tanks. Facts, and that's why I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Tank, you got to be balling. I'm a struggling content creator. I ain't balling just yet, Tank. I'm going to have to order your fight. I can pay for the pay-per-view, but them tickets another animal, bro. I would have loved to have been there. So a true fan of boxing. Probably appreciate EJ. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Again, Zach, for me, it's emotion last. Like, the emotion is the last thing I want to involve when I'm talking boxing and speaking to y'all, right? Emotion lasts. You could be passionate, but emotion lasts. I really appreciate young men that move accordingly in the sport where you see people moving like divas all the time. You get what I'm saying? So I could always appreciate a fighter like EJ. He's not in the media for the wrong things. He made mistakes. He learned from them. He's staying the course. You know what I mean? You could appreciate a dude. He's very imperfect. You get what I'm saying? He flawed just like everybody else, but he's a damn good fighter, bro. We more on the ERROL fight card June 17th. I'm telling you. What about Blue Nose? He fighting Oscar Valdez. Is it the 20th? I think it might be May 20th. It might be the same day. Devin Haney fighting, bro. Adam Lopez is fighting Oscar Valdez. Elijah is very good. Yeah, a lot of potential, bro. A lot of potential. I got Fate versus Shakur. That's the only one I'm picking outright to beat Shakur, my boy Fate. You know what I'm saying? Haven't seen the Frank Martin update. That's cool. You're right. PBC is pushing Elijah heavy. He's going to be a champion of the year. He could be. He got the skill set. He definitely got the skill set. And salute to Keith and Bud in June 17th. Yeah, you hear some. I hear the little whispers about Keith Thurman and Boots. That'd be crazy. Sleeping on the best coach of YouTube. You know what I mean? Facts. Fate that guy, man. What y'all ain't know? Y'all better, man. Y'all punch that like button one time for my bro Fate, man. Much love and appreciation to the family. But we getting some good boxing. Salute to Boots Ennis too. For y'all that didn't know, he started Boots Promotions too, y'all. Boots got his own promotion going on. He got one fighter, Ishmael Muhammad, that just fought not too long ago. Got a nice little logo. Boots making some moves, man. Boots making some moves. Haney versus Loma. Look, man, it's the year of the big fight, y'all. This the year of the big fight. This is the year of the big fight right here. 2023 is going to be the year of the big fight. We get Bud and EJ, it's over. We got everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Punch it like Fate gonna be punching my boy Shakur. Facts, man. Punch that like button one time for your bro. But yeah, man. And other news too, just so I don't forget to touch on this a little bit. Yeah, that baby Boots, man. I'm telling you, Boots on his job right now. Y'all, he out here making moves, man. Boots out here making moves, y'all. This damn AMIR like Bun been talking to mad trash. Yeah, the like Bun been talking crazy. I try not to tell you. I ain't want to instigate nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Like Bun been talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my bad, y'all. AMIR popped dirty, y'all. He popped dirty, and it took him about a year since that fight happened to catch him. Why? I don't know. I have no idea why hell would take that long to catch him slipping, but they did. Is this the right thing? Yeah, here we go. This is the one where he said this is his response to the cheating, y'all. This fool said he's never cheated. He a retired fighter. If he went out and knocked Kell Brook out, that's different. No, what's different? You different. You different. After getting your chin shattered for years on end, after getting your chin shattered for years, bro, for years, you decide to go juice and then get your ass beat. Nah, you different, sir. You different. You knocking Kell Brook out? Nah, that's nothing. You going out there on PEDs after getting your chin shattered on numerous occasions. You visited the outer limits. He visited the outer world. Where Canelo sent this man back. Man, oh my God. Canelo made this man have an out-of-body experience in front of everybody in the stadium and everybody watching on TV. And after all of that, you endured a Canelo hook that almost ended your life. You didn't have steroids for that dude, but you had it for Kell Brook. Man, yo, you talk about being dumb. And you got beat up. And you got stopped. You got stopped. Your chin been made of glass. The steroids wasn't going to help you, boy. I can't believe he bogus like this, y'all. 2 years suspension. Boom, hit him. Conor Ben, the only one that got the real juice, because they ain't. Conor Ben skated by. Yo, Conor Ben must have paid that bread or something, man. Conor Ben paid that bread. I don't know. They popped this dude after a year. Look what he said, y'all. He said, I don't even know what drug was in my system. Man, he 30. Banned permanently. Banned. Breathe. Steroids to get beat up now. I'm telling you, that's crazy. 817 steroids and losing is crazy, y'all. Khan's the weakest child to remember. Yo, remember Mr. Kyler? Breeders Prescott sent him to the sunken place first because he definitely couldn't get up. Man, yo, he crumbled him. This man been getting his chin shattered for years. He just now thought about steroids. If they ain't got steroids for your chin, it was all for nothing, y'all. This man, yo, this man is crazy, yo. Yo, he went out there juiced to the gills and got beat up. It got stopped. Yo, Kell Brook was putting them fisticuffs on him. Hold on, man. I think I got a video of it, y'all. I gotta go get the video. Nah, bro, we gotta talk about this, yo. Khan crazy, bro. He should have shot it in the chin. Man. Yo, he crazy. They called it unintentional. Oh, man. Yo, they crazy, man. From shaking hands. I don't know what's worse. Nah, I think he got Conor beat. I think he got Conor Ben beat, yo. He got Conor Ben beat. This man said it could have been in his system from shaking people's hands. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm retiring from YouTube. He crazy. Oh my God, I'm retiring, yo. I'm about to retire, yo. Khan crazy, yo. I'm telling you, I never knew, y'all. I never knew that so many fighters could be comedians. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I swear. These dudes got to look to do skits or do something on Instagram, bro. Don't just retire like that and don't do nothing, yo. At least do some comedy, bro, because that's funny. That man said, yo, he don't even know what was in his system. He could have got it from shaking hands, bro. Bro. God damn, yo. Like, when you think you heard it all, you haven't. You ain't heard nothing. Just when you think you've seen it all, bro. Take a nap on the bottom rope, man. First time, yo, I'm telling yo, sleep, man. See, oh my God, did Danny beat Khan? Yeah, he stopped him. He stopped him too. Yo, I'm telling you, when he rocked, he like a kangaroo, Mike. When he rocked, he like a whole kangaroo out here. He didn't even look on steroids. He got stopped with it in his system. Talk about shaking hands. He bogus. He got dropped on the first knockout. I'm telling you, bro, he was getting smashed. Hold on, I got the knockout. Hold on, where do I got the knockout? I got the video somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Khan was out here getting. Man, where is it at? Man, this was hilarious. Bro was getting punched on in that ring, bro. I gotta find the Kell Brook. Hold on, I'm about to find it. Ain't no way. I'm not stopping till I find it, yo. He said he ain't fitting all right. Yeah, he said shaking hands, yo. He bogus, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't know. Yo, the eggs, Big B-Lo, I don't know who got the worst excuse, but they wild. Yo, no disrespect. The UK, y'all got some splaining to do. Not some explaining. Y'all got some egg-splaining to do, man. I'm telling you, the UK, nah, bro. Y'all got some egg-splaining to do, man. Goodness, man. God, man, yo, what was, where is the video? I got to find it, bro. He was getting chipped. Nah, that's crazy right there. I gotta show y'all this. That's crazy. Where's the video of him getting stopped, man? So they don't want to show it to me. Y'all punch that like button one time for me, man. The excuses just get more and more ridiculous, man. Yeah, they got some egg-splaining to do, man. Seriously, bro. They got some egg-splaining to do, man. We not letting them off the hook easy with this. Disrespect all the good people like that, man. The good boxing community with that foolishness. Where is it? I'm looking for the clip, y'all. I gotta find y'all the clip, yo. Khan got changed into a new person that day, yo. He was getting punched. Nigga, boy beat Khan, yo. That boy beat Khan ass and retired. Yo, he beat Khan ass and retired, bro. Yo, he beat Khan up and got the hell out of Dodge. Big B-Lo, much love and appreciation in that super chat, showing that love, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. So get it, Brody. Is just
and we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my dog, Big B-Lo, man. I'm just looking for this clip, y'all. I got it. It's in here. Where is it, bro? Where this man got stopped at? He was out here getting punished, yo. Man, Khan turned this dude into a whole nother person, bro. Where is it at? I can't find it. Kind of looking at, thank God, I'm in the clear for a bit. Yeah. Now he think the heat off him, but it's not. It's not fate. He think the heat off him, but it ain't. Nah, we ain't forgot. Nah, we gonna keep this alive. You can't just be out here cheating and think we gonna forget, bro. We ain't forget, bro. I have you know, Connor. I have you know we didn't forget. We need an explanation, bro. An explanation. Out here eating tainted eggs. That man imported eggs from somewhere down yonder. There it go. Got it. Here it go. There we go. Here we go. I'm getting it now, y'all. I'm getting it now. I had to get this clip, man. I had to get this clip. So I'm going out like, let me what? And mirror weak ass flying them up. The BBOC is on it. They're not playing with Conor. Facts, Aisha. I don't think he cleared at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why they struggling to get him a fight. You get what I'm saying? They want to just be able to push it through, but I think they putting up a lot of resistance and they making them go through a lot of different channels and avenues to get that cheater a fight. Because I can't rock with that, bro. They getting everybody else. Michelle Rivera just got fined $10K and a 6-month suspension. Meanwhile, this dude get to cry about eggs and get mad when people try to interview him. Y'all ain't see Conor Ben push the camera away when the dude tried to interview him. He was mad like somebody's supposed to care that he was mad. We don't care. You cheat. How you gonna cheat and get mad at us? Like the nerve. Like that's what's bogus about Conor Ben. How you gonna cheat and get mad at the people, bro? We didn't do it. That's why I just don't understand Conor Ben. I swear I don't. I don't get him. Somebody need to tell Conor Ben we ain't do nothing to him, bro. He running around mad at us for no reason, like we did it, bro. We didn't tell you the juice. We didn't say juice and then try to get by. We didn't say do that. All we wanted to see you, and I was rooting for you to go in there and get beat Chris Eubank ass. Conor shook hands with AMIR and had some Cinnabon Mexican meat on his egg sandwich. The BBOC said they pulling license of anyone affiliated if he puts on a fight. Man, I love to hear that, Queen. Stand on business, because Eddie Hearn keep trying to blame it on them. He keep trying to shelf the blame. And I ain't jacking that. I don't like how Eddie Hearn trying to he shelved the blame to somebody else. Nah, your man cheating. That's the part of being famous too, Conor. Yo cheating. Let me show you what this what AMIR did to Conor. I mean, this what Kell Brook did to this what Kell Brook did to him in the fight, bro. That's not Amir Khan. I don't care what y'all say. Right there in that picture right there. Nah, bro. That's 100%. There's no way that's Amir Khan right there. I swear it's not. That is not Amir Khan. That's Ahmad Khan right there, man. He looking like his name's Santino right there. Santino Khan right there. I don't know who that is, but that's not Amir Khan, bro. He punched that man to another person. Oh my God, yo. He tried to cheat and slip it past, yo. They caught him. How you going, yo? So hold on. So wasn't he already retired? Ain't that like getting fired on your day off or something? Yo, how you gonna how you gonna be retired and they suspend you while you're retired? They told him, just in case you think about coming back, you got at least 2 years before you can do that. Yo, man, yo, how you get suspended and you've been retired, bro? That's bogus. Nah, that's the same as getting fired on your day off, bro. That man got suspended in retirement. They told that. So right now, if he think about coming back, like, you got to sit out for at least 2 years before you could do it.
He's poised. He's watching.
They not having. They's not having it, bro. How this man got fired, suspended on his day off, bro. Up out of there, man. Man, yo, bro was getting hammered, yo. Man, he was getting his ass kicked in there, bro. He always running when he be getting beat up. He go for the hills, bro. His bro ass be for the hills when they be on his ass. He got his whole face reconfigured, yo. Look at him. Look at him. How did you end up in that position, AMIR? That boy looking like Ahmad Khan right now. Oh, man. King Khan artist, man. PED users, we don't rock with you, bro. Yeah, how you retired and banned at the same time for 2 years, so you can't even come back if you wanted to, bro. Hey guys, ass him out of here, bro. Giddy, man, yo, they came for him. 817, man. He thought he was slipping one by. That man said he shook hands and had steroids in his system from shaking hands, bro. Just when you think you heard it all. He disrespectful too, man. I have y'all know this man disrespectful to say that, yo. I'm telling y'all. He crazy, bro. Bro crazy, man. Big dog gotta use this pick as his new profile. I'm telling you, he do, man. He do. I'm gonna leave it in here. I'm gonna leave it in the joint, man. I'm gonna leave it in the joint, yo. He got his face reconfigured, bro. Reconfigured, man. He bogus, man. He bogus, man. But man, that was a good laugh, man. But back to the cook, man. So, man, just so y'all know, man, JERMELL, CHARLO, and TSZYU is being pushed back to September because of CHARLO, his hand taking longer, the healing process taking longer than they expected. So I'm guessing they taking a precaution there and they postponing the fight to at least September. So we won't see CHARLO back in the ring at least till then. I mean, yeah, messed up the counter bag. That was him. I put that everywhere in his hometown. I'm telling you, bro. Everywhere, bro. That Cal book profile, Facebook profile pic. I'm telling you, that's the one, bro. It's the one. That's the one, 817. That is the one. But it is fight week, man. It's fight week. It's fight week all week. We got some good cards, not just Shakur. Shakur in that top ring card. Like I said, you got Bam Rodriguez fighting this weekend. You got Fundora fighting Brian Mendoza, who coming off a big win, big knockout win over Jason Rosario. That should be a good fight. That should be a good fight to watch for us as well. You know what I'm saying? We should have fun with that fight. You know what I'm saying? That card should be decent too. We gonna see though. We gonna see. It's fight week. My boy about to put on Saturday. The tank card just, the undercard been revealed. Yeah, Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn gonna put on. I think he gonna get a knockout this week. Sashimi noodles, right? Shakur sashimi noodles. Yoshino. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to Yoshino for saying yes, so my boy could get his feet wet at the division, man. Get his welcome to 35 fight out the way, so we could get this smoke and this business taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I love to see that, Keyshawn and Frank Martin. Did y'all hear what Frank? All right, being that y'all brought that up, let me pull something up while we here, man, because we still building. We're gonna cook for a little while. I'm gonna pull something up from Frank Martin. Frank Martin had some real interesting things to say. I like Frank Martin, man. TSZYU versus Brian Castano. That'd be a fun fight to watch. That'd be fun to watch. That'd be fun to watch for sure. But I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this interview from Frank Martin. Being that he dubbed me in the DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Straight, I can't complain. All right. So, there's a lot of stuff we can talk about. But
first fight.
Wanted to get your thoughts
he gonna get beat up.
On, Michelle Rivera failing those 2 drug tests, man. I know on your social
That'd
media.
That'd be a good fight, 10K.
Keyshawn. The face palm.
And Frank Martin. I like to say that.
What was kind of your thoughts about that, man?
Nah, I feel like it was crazy that he did that. They felt like he had to cheat the man to beat the man. So that right there, man, it was just like, it was crazy, but
Court versus Martin or Davis.
It ain't turned out in his favor, so I can't. It is what it is.
He gonna get what he want with that Shakur fight. I'm gonna tell you there. That's the fight where EJ gonna pick wrong.
Kind of make you look in the mirror and say, like,
I'm telling y'all right now too, and I can't wait to see.
Failed, a drug test where he failed with 2. He had 2 things in his body, 2 banned substances. So does that kind of make you look at yourself and say, I still beat dude anyways?
I wouldn't say so. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say it made me think no different on him being on being on something, man, I was ready. I was ready for everything he had. Like even if he was like, man, I was ready for everything. You know, like if he say for
Frank
instance,
Martin went out that smoke. Y'all punched that like button one time, man. Let's
ready.
keep
if
cooking.
I had to go back and fight going back, I was ready for everything. We had a good game plan.
Got it.
That's a good fight.
So, gotta talk about your best friend, Chris Colbert. I think you got
the best. Quick, man. He gonna be well done. He gonna be cooked in my AB voice.
That night of that fight because he did not get that win.
You don't think so, man? You don't think he did enough to win?
I mean, I feel like
he talking about Colbert
did fight with more urgency than Venezuela, but I feel like it should have been like at least they should have made it a draw. But I feel like the knockdown wasn't the only thing because it wasn't an earlier round. You know, Chris Colbert, he came back and he did win some rounds because Venezuela was chilling too much.
Yeah,
he wasn't fighting like I'm fighting to win. He was fighting like. I'm
diuretic.
Like, I want to win, but like
diuretics, not steroids. Michelle Rivera didn't have PEDs.
Dog, and he ain't fighting with that type of urgency. Like
from what I hear,
too calm with the fight.
But if you can say he was a little bit too calm,
salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all punched that like button too. Elmo outboxing. Yeah, me pause it for 2 seconds. And now y'all know I ain't did these in a while. Come play one of the interviews and break it down, but. I think if you people rewatch the fight and they just like watch it with a bit of a more open mind, then they'll see that Chris Colbert did a lot better work than what people think. And I told people this. I remember I picked Chris Colbert to win. Remember I said this. Remember I said I'm picking him to win. And I bet you he do better than he did against Hector Garcia. He can't afford to go out there and show his ass again, literally. And it almost happened because he came right out there and got dropped early. He got dropped early, but he weathered the storm. Look how he bit down, and he was outworking Rayo. That's what was getting him them rounds. He was outworking Rayo. Rayo didn't have a sense of urgency that he needed to have, and I think his approach was due in large part to his last performance and how when he dropped the guy early. Remember, he dropped De Los Santos early, and it went bad for him. He tried to eat his food, and he wasn't ready. He ended up choking. So I think his approach this time, he wanted to avoid that same pitfall and show that he learned that when he get his guy hurt, he ain't going to just jump on him if he ain't ready. And I think he did that, but it was to his own detriment. It was with good intent, but it ended up leaving some rounds on the table. You get what I'm saying? And as a result, he ended up losing the decision because of that. You know what I mean? I guess the lack of sense of awareness to like he thought he was maybe farther along in the fight or more ahead on the scorecards than what he really was. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. My initial thoughts when I was watching it live was that Rayo did enough to win for sure. But then you go back and rewatch it and you see that Chris Colbert really did do a lot of work and he was outlanding this dude in these rounds. He was stealing these rounds essentially. And again, it's easy to judge the eye-catching shots or the guy that's landing the harder shots. But just because my punches ain't as hard as his, don't mean they don't count. Do you get what I'm saying? Chris Colbert is just not a known puncher, but it don't mean that the punches he landed don't count. You still got to score them. He landing too. And I think that's what people was, not that they're forgetting it, but again, it's easier for people to judge and see the work that Rayo was doing because it was clear. It's harder eye-catching shots. It's easy to see and judge it. But with Chris Colbert, his wasn't having the same exact effect on Rayo that Rayo's was having on him. So people was kind of disregarding the work. You get what I'm saying? But you got to still keep in mind that you got to score those punches. He still was landing shots. He wasn't in there just getting washed. It wasn't like a Hector Garcia fight. This one was back and forth. It had ebbs and flows, and that's how it was supposed to be. Get what I'm saying? But I told you I was going to pick him. Steph, what's good with it, Steph? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. I figured y'all get a good laugh at the old ones, man, just in case it never happened, man. I did this before. I had a different picture with them in there as old guys. And Spence had some long hair. That one was a little funnier. I don't know. They both funny. Pick Ryan, and I saw in my eyes that Chris was bruised. Bruiser, he did more. Oh, okay. Busier, he did more. Right. Shawa, and I'm right there with you. And I think that's what the judges saw too. And they, even though his shots wasn't as eye-catching, he still did the work. You know what I mean? Go out with funny Cave Hart looking at him. I don't doubt that. You're right. He didn't learn nothing. He just saying no defense move, straight fighter as always. Yeah. Ryo had to do a little more. Right. He could have did a little more. And I think he was a little hesitant because of how his last fight had played out. Picked Cobra to get away with a decision. Me too. Yeah, me too. Come on, 5 dinner. My man. The bud is Spence dirty in the thumbnail. Yeah, man, because some people think they're going to really be that old when they fight, child. Right, lost to a fighter who ain't even fighting a year. Rusty Elmo beat you. You'll see class at best. Back on the line. Man, De Los Santos ruined some things, bro. Ryo finished that great fight. The judges saw a man who got an early knockdown and didn't finish and take his man's will. I mean, make the decision, but it is what it is. Right. He could have did a little more. And real talk, Ryo didn't get Chris out of there. So what's to be said for that? They both lack power, right? Because it's like he had it early, but it didn't look the same as the fight wore on Shower. So I agree. He might not be the puncher people thought he was either. You ever notice once a guy get knocked out, they start not looking like the puncher that they once was before the knockout? Every time. Sergey Kovalev got stopped by Andre Ward. He never looked the same to me again. And Ryo, he got stopped and then he lose. He already starting not to look the same. It's crazy. Yeah, he gonna quit and he didn't. Right. See what I'm saying? 817, man. Talk that talk, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what he thought. And again, remember, I said people 817. I was trying to give Chris Colbert the benefit of the doubt because let's just be fair, right? Out of all the fights he had, you would say that's the only time he showed his ass, so to speak, against Hector Garcia. So I've seen him rise to the occasion more times than not, right? So I was giving him a benefit of the doubt, and I was saying he just had a bad night at office with a guy that he overlooked. I don't care what he say. He overlooked Hector Garcia, and he paid for it. He didn't pay the ultimate price by getting knocked out, but he paid for it. You get what I'm saying? This trip, I said he wasn't going to do that. They was banking on him quitting because they seen in his last fight. A lot of people was like, he going to just get knocked out. He going to get ran through. You know, he punched, Ryo punched harder than Hector Garcia. He probably going to stop him. I was like, I'm telling you, watch. Hector, he going to come to fight this dude, and it's going to be a good fight. Hell yeah, put Santos. Oh, the rematch, man. He don't want that again, Ghost. He don't want that again, Ghost. He don't want that again. Yeah, a little timid now. Right, can't shake that ass up at 817. Cash Crypto, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. You feel me? Winner gonna be whoever asks the last opponent for they soul back. Hector laughed at Chris Colbert. You feel me? Chris Colbert tried to get in his comment section and asked for a rematch, and Hector Garcia reposted the comment and laughed. And he said, his team said he got to do something. Basically, he got to get back on the winning side, maybe get a belt, and then they'll fight him again. Other than that, he said he ain't fighting him. And then that's when the fight fell out with him and Frank Martin, and that didn't happen. But he overlooked Hector, yo. He overlooked Hector and got the pause put on him. I'm telling you, man, he got the pause put to him. You know what I'm saying? He got the pause put to him. And his ass beat. But Ryo thought he was going to slip, and the young man didn't slip. He wasn't going, y'all. He wasn't going. Hector wasn't even in shape. Rematch going to be worse. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Heck going to beat him up, man. Heck looked like he could fight for real out there. That don't look like the guy to be playing with, Hector Garcia. He got some fight game about him. Yeah. I'm telling you. You're going to have a flashback. Center ring, 817. And get smoked. And get dropped. Heck going to be on his ass. He ain't going to respect Chris like that. Chris better chill. My boy Heck, man. My boy Heck. And yeah, I don't know if he still is now because he don't speak English, but Hector Garcia has subscribed to the channel like months back when I first had started. Hector Garcia, the real Hector Garcia. I don't know if he's still here though. I don't know if he still subbed to the channel. Hey, Heck, you still sub to Just Do Boxing or what, man? Let me know something. Holla at me, bro. Hit me in the DMs or something. Hit me in the DMs, bro. Elmo versus Gary Russell sound good to me. Mr. Gary got a date now too. I'm gonna go fight him. That's what I said. I said that. I had proposed that. I had proposed that on another stream, Ghost. Gary Russell and Chris Colbert. That'd be a good fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might still be here. Heck has subscribed to the channel. I looked, it was the real Hector Garcia, you know. Heck, you know we rocking with you, Heck. Just all the Cubans, Dominicans here. You know what I'm saying? They know I rock with him, man. I rock with Dominicans, man. You know what I'm saying? My Dominican brethren. You know what I'm saying? Seen what Go said about returning Chris Soul. Yeah, right. Shaw, he be on Cobra helmet. Yep. Go Savage. He be on Chris Cobra helmet. Chris Cobra went out there and got him a dub. And he rubbing it in on social media too. He rubbing it in. Yo, Chris Cobra got that win. You can't tell him. No, he talking crazy. He out here playing like he gonna give him a rematch, knowing he not. Alive until Ryan say he got stopped. That brought his ass alive. Yeah, Ryo, man. Ryo got some more stuff to learn, man. That's a tough loss. That's 2 losses in a row, man. So I wonder where exactly do he go back from here, though. That's a tough loss to take, especially when you thought you was going to win. Hector fought for a visa, be his ass for freedom. They said, Heck, 817, Heck said, for a green card, I carve him up real nice. Heck said for a green card, he carved him up real nice. You know what I'm saying? Heck went in there and watched. He watched his favorite. Heck went in there and watched his favorite scenes from the Scarface movie. Got motivated. Went in there and put fisticuffs on Cobra. Went in there and put the fisticuffs to Chris, man. Carlos Adames about to violate J-Rock soon. Oh, Al, why you doing J-Rock like that? Nah, Al said, I don't mind paying you, but you gonna have to fight somebody, baby. You gonna have to fight something. Al said, I don't mind paying you, but you gonna have to fight somebody, baby. You gonna have to fight somebody, baby. You know what I'm saying? That fight gonna get bad, yo. I ain't gonna lie. That might get bad. Piss off the land of fight. Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe they trying to see. Maybe they just trying to help him sort out the rest of his career, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because and not to be funny, maybe they trying to help him sort out the rest of his career, like because you know J-Rock ain't ducking no smoke. I don't care who he lost to, he ain't no sucker, right? So maybe they just trying to help him sort out the rest of his career. Maybe they seeing like depending on how you look against him will determine whether or not you should continue boxing. Maybe something like that. You get what I'm saying? Because Carlos Adames is a real threat. You know what I'm saying? So if he can hang with him, do well against him, or beat him or something like that, then maybe he'll have reason to stick around. Because I hear J-Rock don't need the money. I hear J-Rock financially set, made some good business moves, which I'm always glad to hear in the sport of boxing. And I always rock with J-Rock. And I seen J-Rock fight when he was like 12 or 13-0. I had seen him fight. I will quit overlooking these niggas from third world countries and press cover you up. Right, 817. They gonna stop overlooking, man. You know what I mean? Out of all places, Al. Not Al trying to figure out what he got left, Ghost. He trying to, you know what I mean? J-Rock, J-Rock ain't no sucker. J-Rock a fight, bro. J-Rock a scrap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dirt floors different, right? Nah, real talk though. 817, they fight different. They fighting for something different. Bam fight. The Shakur call gonna be crazy, right? Right, man. Salute to Bam Rodriguez, man. He another real fighter in the sport. 3 plates of food. They different. Yeah, I'm telling you. Take as much time as you want to chill, but if you still owe him in fights, he coming for him. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. He coming for his, man. He coming. And look, and Bill Steen, he don't mind paying you. But you got to fight somebody, Dave. You got to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? And how AB put it, you got to fight Godzilla. Hey, you got J-Rock. J-Rock got to fight Godzilla. And you know, anybody named J-Rock ain't ducking no smoke. When have you ever known a J-Rock to duck smoke? You know what I'm saying? It's just the name alone he wants smoke, bro. J-Rock ain't, well, he ain't going easy. You know what I'm saying? He not. And I'm always rock with J-Rock. Always. I'm walking away, y'all ain't right dang that. Facts was, you know what I'm saying? Al said, man, nah, you might owe me one, man. You think you owe me one, man? Al said, nah, I think you, yeah, nah. Julian, I think you do one. I think we still got one left under contract, man. He gonna go ahead and put you in there with Carlos. J-Rock like, who? He like, yeah, Carlos Bronco. He like, who? Hey, Carlos Adames. You know, the one that just punched Montiel into oblivion. Yeah, that one. That guy right there. That guy that's looking extremely dangerous in fights. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, you gonna fight him next. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, because you already know the money gonna be there, but that's who you gotta fight. Toss that water on 5 sticks and some bamboo skin with dog like so. Kello, salute to my family. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Man, y'all some fools, man. Look at Thurman chilling. Fat as a pig. Heyman calls. Get your ass back in there. Facts. Facts like, yo, Facts, you been on vacation far too long. And last time I checked, you been married. You been married and you ain't injured, bro. Keith, you gotta do something, baby. Now you hear, now you start, hey, bro. Hey, Bill Stein. Now you hear talks about Keith Thurman and boots. Yup. So you could chill if you want, but just know, when y'all come back from that vacation, that voluntary vacation that you fighters be taking, yeah, Godzilla. It's a Godzilla-like fight that's going to be waiting for you. It is. Don't even worry about it. Don't even. Yeah, that's wild. City Boy was better when he was just eating plain tortillas. He got paid, started eating bull nuts and tainted pig. Mr. Holmes, salute, fan. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Pull. He said J-Rock needs to duck that smoke, but that's the crazy part. He not Carlos Adames. Yeah, he gonna be like, yeah, Bronco. He like, who? Carlos. He like, man, I don't know who that is. That Al Heyman gonna pull up the tape. Adames knocking out Montiel. He gonna be like him. You fighting him. J-Rock gonna be like, why? Why? Know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro Kello. How you feeling, man? I'm telling you, the matchmakers be tough, man. Like, nah, J-Rock got a tough fight. That's a thrill. That's a tough fight. Yo, Carlos Adames ain't playing with nobody, bro. He coming out there smoking stuff, man. Man, and J-Rock fighting at 60. Oh, man. Keepers, boots in Atlantic City, yo. If that happened, woo! A co-main, man, that'd be a lot. I let them rest, eat through all that money just so you had no choice but to fight Godzilla. Like, or at least like, because in J-Rock case, right, he good on money. So he like, right now, he just testing if J-Rock really still care about being great. That's I think that's what the thinking of Al is like. Because, you know, Al feel like, you know, it's J-Rock we talking about. J-Rock ain't ducking no smoke. I mean, I'm not joking when I say that. J-Rock ain't ducking no smoke, bro. He ain't ducking no smoke. So he got to take an L. He gonna take that L. I ain't counting him out though. I ain't counting him out. Keep old Al. He gonna get sacrificed to boots. Yeah, I'm telling you. Just to clear up all that. ERROL talk 817. Just to save him some of that, because he gonna be like, you see, I put you in here with this young scrapper. You ain't want to deal with him. You definitely ain't want none of EJ. You know what I'm saying? He gonna help him. Fimo versus Taylor, December 10th, 10K, December 10th. See, Dom's in the gym recently, threw 18 punches on the inside, switched stances, dropped uppercuts, and that was him chilling. Heyman got even more Jared Hurd's ass back in the ring. Right, and that man done got his lip punched halfway off, man. God damn, Jared Hurd. I thought we was going to see some bobbing and weaving, at least some grabbing and holding. Damn, we ain't see none of that. Bro got hit with everything. Man, bro got hit with the kitchen sink too. Man, Jared Hurd lip was off in the corner. Corner of that man lip was off, man. I'm like, God, Lee, yo. come back putting these men in these tough ass fights like that. I just thought about that. Damn, man, y'all be complaining about PBC fights. They be putting their fighters in some tough matchups, man. Y'all just don't be paying attention. Let me see Errol Flush Lorenzo and Boots talk shit out of Keefe. On the same card, though, 817. The Keefe and Boots gonna be the co-main. Big man addresses around not do what I say. Have your ass signed with Don King. Yeah, I'm telling you. AB was good. June 10th for Teal, but I don't believe it. Yeah, they training for it and everything, bro. They training for it. I think it might even be on Box Rep. It might even be on Ask AB. Facts. Y'all punch that like button for your bro, man. Y'all punch that like button for me. Punch that like button for me. My bad, Joe. Yeah, I punched that like button one time. Alexis rematch, Blair Cobb. Y'all don't like Blair Cobb, huh? Y'all don't like Blair the Flair. Blair got one more time to call out my boy AB, and I'm calling champ. Hey, Blair the Flair Cobb's got one more time to call out my boy AB, and I'm calling champ. Nah. So y'all send the word to Blair Cobb. Y'all go DM him, get in his comment section, tell him the next time he call out AB or make a false accusation about my boy Virgil, I'm calling champ on him, yo. No questions asked. I'm getting champ to do work. I'm telling you, straight like that. He better leave Alexis Roach a punch like he ain't got nothing to live for, man. He be in there scrapping, bro. Yeah, right. Kello, I just laughed. My bad when you said that. He said that hopefully he'll have that crazy look like he did after the Rosario fight. I laugh because I know what you're talking about. Nah, that look where you look like you almost seen a ghost, but really you just got hit with some hot shit. That's what that was. He had that look. That's what I'm saying, 817, because again, bro, you know, it's reasonable to say if the hunger is still there, right? Because again, he's financially stable and secure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I heard he set, and like I said, big salute and much respect to J-Rock. I heard he made some real good investments outside of the sport of boxing, so he set himself and his family up pretty good. So I like to hear that. I like to hear that the fact that he don't need boxing. It's deeper than a win or a loss, all jokes aside. You know, I'm going to joke a little bit, add a little humor to the stream, but I rock with J-Rock. I won't count him out. He ain't never coming in there to lay down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always went well for him, but he don't come in there to lay down. But look, let's see. I keep laughing because I'm in one of the moves. But look, 817, you saying you rather him retire? I think that's what Al pretty much is saying. By him throwing him in the fire with Adames, that's pretty much the test right there. 817 to see if he gonna be like, all right, like. Depending on how you look here should determine if you want to continue boxing. Because if you can hang with him and make it a damn good fight and lose a close fight or find a way to win, then yeah, you might want to still be boxing. But if you go in there and be another KO victim, you know what I'm saying? Then you might want to retire too. See, I think he might want to retire after you know what I mean, if he lose the wrong way. Probability of him climbing the ladder again, being as inactive. Yeah, right. Facts, 817. Facts. And at his best, at least he did become a world champion and things like that. He was unified for a quick second. You know what I mean? He had them belts for a quick second. Rose eyes were getting bopped against them ropes. Man, shower. That is funny as hell right there. That's gonna always be funny. Always. Floyd Mayweather, facts 10K. Floyd Mayweather, I made smart investments. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot on his plate right off. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. 817, like you know, the matchmaking of the Al Heyman could be a little, you know, cruel, as some would say, right? But Al basically forcing him to make a decision because he don't mind paying you, but you got to show him you still want it. So what better way to test if he still want it than with a Carlos Adames? Nah, that's for sure. Like, you go in there and fight him and give him a dog fight, you for sure deserve another bag and you deserve to hang around. But if you become another KO victim, you know, you might make that decision on the night. Because, again, if he gets stopped, you know what I'm saying? I could, you know what I mean? He ain't got much to prove. J-Rock was a great fighter to me. Dom has been active. Facts, though. I want to see Blair fight again. He always has entertaining press conferences and fights. Slightly corny, though. Yeah, it's like he tries so hard. He's corny, but it's funny still at the same time. A little cringy, but he funny at the same time. Because you know what he's trying to do. He means well. And he's just trying to promote himself. So it's funny. Need Floor and Oscar on the commentary for Adames versus J-Rock. But you want an unknown killers, that's foul. Adames, man. Adames, CHARLO'S. Man. Nah, I'm telling y'all, J-Rock about to come out here and shock the world like Cobra did. Watch. J-Rock about to come out here and shock y'all like Cobra just did. Y'all just don't sleep on J-Rock. Don't sleep on that former unified champion, bro. Y'all punch that like button one time for you, bro. I can't shut my mouth because my nose is stuffy. Like I said before, at this particular time. Like I said before, at this particular time. Oh man, y'all crazy, yo. Adames versus J-Rock. We need Florida Oscar on the mic. Give Oscar a limit. Oh man, Oscar gonna be tripping, bro. Inside 4 rounds, Oscar stream. Yo, screaming, I made smarter. He go, what are you gonna do, TK? Like I said before, at this particular time. Oh man, can I add a fight to the wish list? Floyd versus AB? Hell yeah, we need that. My thing is, that's a fact though. That's how they be. That's how they be for real. Like I said before. What's Tank be like? I feel as though. Tank be like, I feel as though. I feel as though. I feel as though. I love it, yo. Tank funny as hell, man. I feel as though. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there. He about to go out there and sleep, Ryan. Sleep. Cinderella. Sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sleep. Ryan. Go to sleep, princess. He gonna turn King Rye into Princess Rye. Telling you, y'all think Ryan gonna take a nap though, like Leo did against his will? Y'all think that's the possibility? I think y'all thinking what y'all thinking of how to fight in TKO stoppage for Tank or like vicious like partial decap, you know, the decap. Like what y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Steroids. And you know what they said? 817. I heard somebody say when he said that he being jealous. Yeah, I'm like, yo, how are you jealous of a dude that you beat and you got more money than? Nah, make it make sense, yo. For real. Like, stop. Jealous? How? He got more money than him and he beat him. That convincingly, he mopped him. It wasn't even close. Adolfo, salute to my bro, always adding that good info in the chat. Cuban Star, WBA, better wait. super middleweight champion David Morrell Jr. battling Ghana Senior Egbeko. Yes, in the co-main event, get ready for the showdown and a cruel ending to the fight. Talk to him, man. I always like your information you added, Duffo. Much love and appreciation. Salute to my bro Kello. Well, you know, Jay Wash, what's good, family? How you feel? Definitely got a new line. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though. I feel as though. You know what I'm saying? Man, I feel as though. Man, I love boxing, yo. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep pushing this wave, man, of let's just enjoy boxing, yo. I'm going to put that on some merch. I'm telling y'all, let's enjoy boxing. It's so enjoyable when you just laughing at the stuff that happens instead of being mad at it. I urge anybody that been frustrated with boxing in recent times to look at it from a different set of lens and start laughing at the stuff that these fighters be doing. I guarantee you'll find them to be a lot more entertaining, yo. I'm telling you. You'll find after Blair Cobb, after he stopped pissing me off, I found him to be entertaining. He's funny. He good with me. I get it. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? I take my hat off to these young hungry eyes. Bro, know all the quotes. That's a fact. Dungeon Talk with Doom. Salute to you, family. How you feeling, bro? What's good with you? You a fool, bro. If I drop, you use a bomb. If you drop, use a bomb. Man, y'all punch that like button, man, for this good cook, man, for this good build, as this good vibe, man. Smash the like button for the vibe, man. Ain't the vibe always good in here? Can't y'all all vibe out? Know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody cursing you out. I'm over here laughing with y'all, probably laughing by myself at this point because this stuff get funny, y'all. It get funny. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't let boxing piss y'all off. Just enjoy it because it's supposed to be entertainment. The minute it stop being entertainment, take a step or two back from it and then come back. I'm telling you. Don't never let boxing stop being entertainment for you. Although it's serious entertainment, it's still entertainment, bro. And it's supposed to be enjoyable. You know what I mean? Ninja is not a king. Said nigga, Ninja is not a king. You know what I'm saying? The queen said, she's spoken. Salute to everybody in the building. Punch the like button for the vibe, man. Scene versus Isaiah Steen, free to watch on Showtime. I got to go watch that, Ghost. I know Isaiah Steen. He pretty good. Well, does it really even matter? 21 KOs in his career. That is correct. Earl always says and things like that. But, well, you know. Mm-hmm. Or they ask Earl something, he'd be like, y'all gotta see where Earl do that. Oh man, KO's at 75, full 175. Right, Ryan going to learn his first Spanish word, no mas. Telling you, night night. My Kevin Hart voice, yeah, night night, ninja. Go to sleep. Earl does say and things like that. Right. It's not PPV. It's May per view. Talk to him. Yeah, I gotta go check that. I gotta go watch that fight, Ghost. I didn't see it. Things like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Pac-Man Tay. Yeah, things of that nature. Facts. We was talking about that before. Salute to Pac-Man Tay, man. Tay Jones, a solid one, man, in his YouTube space, man. Much love and appreciation to the good brother, man. Good energy for sure. You feel me, Dungeon Talk? That's what I aim, man. Like, it's big in here. Y'all know we know our boxing by now. We could talk all the great boxing, but it's important that we enjoy the vibe, man. Most certainly enjoy the vibe, man, because I appreciate y'all time in here. And salute to my bro Kello, just always coming through showing love, man. Much love, much appreciation, man. Really supporting the grind, man. Truly appreciate you, bro. Much love.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Get my Brody his just due, man. Matter of fact,
and we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. Salute to my bro Kello, man. That cash app. Appreciate you supporting this grind, man. And we gonna keep going. Kurt said PBC equals death row. With matchups, right? Dudes gotta get there. You think you gonna have it easy, you not. You know what I'm saying? Al gonna pay you, but you gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it should be, though. That's how it should be. That's how it should be for real, bro. That's how it should be. Salute to my bro Kello, man. See some tape. Yeah. I know Isaiah Steen. I just didn't catch that fight, bro. I ain't catch it. EJ do that, right? That's my guy right there, though. Oh man, Triple G, bro. Just pull up if you want to laugh, yo. Like if y'all find humor and stuff like that, just pull up any Triple G interview. He don't never answer the question. I don't care what nobody say. 9 times out of 10, he don't answer the question. He'd be like, "Come on, guys, this boxing. I'm happy. You know, this big drama show. You know, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Hey, no, guys. Hey, no, guys. Gennady Wild, keep third is still one time. Only lost one time. It's crazy, 817. It's crazy that he only lost. They putting them boy in heavy. Fat Kurt, heavy, bro. Heavy, man. Man, this is enjoyable, man. I'm telling y'all, boxing is in a good place, man. You got to enjoy it. These fighters are they part-time comedians, y'all. They just not going to tell you that. A lot of these fighters be funny as hell, bro. And they don't even be trying to be. Just like when I was showing y'all the ERROL video, when Charlo was talking about how he knocked out all the southpaws, and it took ERROL a minute to respond. It dawned on ERROL after a while. He like, hold on, bro just said he knocked out all southpaws, bro. Yo, y'all notice he don't say nothing about the big drama show no more? Or is that just me? Because I don't hear it no more. I don't hear nothing about no big drama show. Bruh, as be ducking smoke. Morrell's going to be a pound for pound all-time great in 2 years. Big drama show. I'm telling you, big drama show. Hey, no, guys. I got J-Rock knocked down his homecoming. Yeah, man. Should have gave that boy a softer touch. Sir Aunt Bo, salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. Much love and appreciation. Salute to everybody in the building. Like I said, y'all punch the like button for this vibe, for yourselves, for y'all supporting this grind. Like I said, this is a hell of a grind, but we here. This is what we here for, man. We're gonna build for a few more minutes before we do get up out of here. We're gonna make sure we finish this off right. So, like I said before, funny thing about that is, Josh, J-Rock caked up. I know what you mean. You say poor J-Rock, but shit, J-Rock caked up. I don't feel bad. J-Rock, no, he know what he signed up for. J-Rock like that, y'all. J-Rock really like that. You know, Florida and Dark Smoke one said, absolutely ducked. Those fits, man. Y'all gonna make me cuss. Y'all know. Y'all know you are raising it. Man, I'm telling you. Man. EJ is another one, man. It's a funny dude, bro. Oh, BFT be a fool. BF is a fool. BF is throwed all the way off, y'all. Y'all had bad days at work. Shout out to J-Rock. Right. It was just a bad night in the office with a damn good opponent. You know what I'm saying? I think he still had that not trying to give him an excuse. I think he still had that scar tissue too. The deal that he was dealing with, because I think that came to be a factor in the fight as well. I believe is that you know, the scar tissue around the eye that J-Rock been suffering in some of his fights. I think that came back to hurt him a bit too. Because he started getting touched, man, and I'm like, oh man, he just ain't looked the same. I remember at one point in J-Rock career, it looked like dudes couldn't hurt him. Radio Network tonight at 8 p.m. with Coach Ronnie Shields. Shout out to J-Rock for fighting Baby King Kong. Adama's right. Canelo, we'll see Alvarez. Right. Canelo gonna use every bit of his status to avoid smoke. He ain't fighting nobody. He gonna fight who he want to fight, or he ain't fighting nobody, bro. That's how Canelo move, bro. Like Canelo, like, bro, I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need me. That's how he treat boxing. He treated like, yo, y'all need me. I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. No, we don't, bro. No, we don't, bro. We need great fights. We don't necessarily need you to be participating in them now. Because of your skill set and your stature, you're able to give us great fights. But if you don't want to really get in there and fight nobody, then we cool. We cool with not seeing you. You know what I mean? It's other people to watch. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to watch that guy. Canelo will see Alvarez, bro. I'm telling you. I hear Regis fight Jack on the zone. Is he? I didn't hear about that. I'm gonna go look into it though. I'm gonna see what else I didn't catch in the boxing world so we could chop it up on anything I didn't miss. We're gonna try to clean up on it tomorrow for sure. But just to wrap up before we get up out of here, man. But I ain't hear that. I'm gonna go look into it though, undercard. Salute to my bro Kirk, man. But it is fight week. Like I said, I'm gonna be mentioning this fight just on and off all throughout the week. I'm gonna start doing that with fights, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, appreciate your undercard as always, man. We're gonna get to the about 8 more minutes, man. I get to the 2.5 hour mark. Much appreciation to everybody that pulls up and stays to the end of the show. Y'all are the real MVP, man. Much love and appreciation to y'all, man. This was another dope build, man. I think it's the zone, Miss Joette. I believe it's the zone that he's fighting on. Bam Rodriguez. I believe it's the zone. Peace to the queen, Aisha. Much love, much appreciation, man. We're going to get to about the 8-minute mark, man. 2.5 for this, the even numbers, man. I got to do it. I'm already close, so let me finish. Let me just run down everything we chopped it up on. I think if you really appreciate what boxing is giving you, you just got a different outlook, right? I can't tell nobody how to look at boxing. I can only tell you how I look at it, right? And how I would like for people to open their minds a little bit more. But yeah, I forgot I was playing that joint too, man. Tank is delivering, I think, in a huge way. I mean, I know that people are already about to criticize the undercard, and I get it because you expect more, right? But I think our expectations sometimes be a bit high. But I can't blame nobody with the current climate of boxing that demands more for their money. Like, I really can't. And when you gonna get upwards of $100 out of people to watch a pay-per-view fight, people want you to stack the card. They do. They don't want to just see a top-heavy card. Now, I don't think it's a top-heavy card by any stretch, right? But I do think that they could have put together maybe a stronger undercard, but I'm not here to complain, right? Because I'm all about perspective, right? And look at the way the fight came about, right? Remember, it was being reported that it wasn't going to happen. I had people coming in my chat telling me Tank and Ryan is not going to happen, right? So just think about the resistance that and the roadblocks that they overcame to make it happen. And then think about the amount of time that it left them with once everything was a yes. You get what I'm saying? And then for them to work out, just think about the time that they was left with once everything was a go, as far as the main fight. You get what I'm saying? Then they were able to come in there and kind of put together an undercard. And this is me, y'all. This is me not, I don't have the ins and outs of the business. This is me trying to understand what sounds like logical sense. If you seen that they had resistance and some roadblocks that they were dealing with to the point where people were saying the fight wasn't going to happen, now that we got the fight, just think of realistically from the time that it was a yes, where we could come out and really talk about this date that they got at April 22nd till now. Now, just think about it. They didn't have the most time. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to try to be a bit more understanding as a boxing supporter and not always complain. I feel I'm gonna leave that for everybody else. Everybody else could go crazy on the undercard. I don't feel like it's that bad. Could it be better? Yes, absolutely. Especially for upwards of $100 that I'm gonna happily pay my money for. Like I said, you know what I mean. But I'm just not complaining. You got David Morrell up there. You get what I'm saying? You get to see some young talent, Elijah Garcia. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that bad. Jerron fighting on another date. Oh, Tank is putting his people on a non-televised card. I love that from him. Facts, Queen. And that's something that they don't talk enough about. You get what I'm saying? Just give that man his credit. Jerron, I did see salute to Blue. Salute to a good brother, Blue. Salute to him. I seen him make a video about Boots fighting Keith Thurman possibly as a co-main event for Bud and Spence. So make it at what you will. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm pretty sure you got to listen to the video to hear what he's saying. But the fact that that's even a remote possibility is great news for boxing. Great news. If they can deliver, just think about it. We was to get EJ and Bud when everybody said it wasn't going to happen. And then on top of that, you get Keith Thurman to fight Boots with something that everybody didn't think would happen too. See what I'm saying? Boxing is winning if you're looking in the right places. It ain't perfect. It's never going to be though. Get what I'm saying? If you're a person that's just looking to complain, you ain't gonna have to look that hard because it's boxing. It's one of the most imperfect sports. But if you're looking for something to enjoy, you ain't got to look that hard either. You just got to look in the right place. You know what I'm saying? It's good boxing happening in and around here, in and around you, man, if you just paying attention. Like I said, Thurman don't want it. I'd be surprised if he actually do, bro. We gonna see. Maybe one time. Maybe one time. Ain't got no choice. Maybe he sat out long enough and Al like, look, man, you want to be at the top, you gotta fight somebody. And maybe he got to fight. Who's tweeted today that the fight date is coming soon? Bet. Appreciate you, Miss Joanne. Salute to the queen, Miss Joanne. Salute to the queen, Aisha, and the rest of the queens. Shower Allah. My cousin, Ashley's Corner. I don't even know if she's here in her, but much love to her anyway. There go my bro. This is my actual bro. He finally changed his damn name. Core was good, bro. He come in with the $5 super sticker. It's just like him. He ain't gonna type no message. He's just gonna send the money. Salute to my bro, man. Much love and appreciation.
And bro. We ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
I to get my bro was just do. What's good with the core? We in here wrapping it up. Don King, come on, drip. AB next, right? Drop it. Yeah, AB need a fight now. You know what I'm saying? All will be good. All will be great. This will be a great year of boxing. Get AB back in here. Make the EJ and Bud fight for real. Tank and Ryan happen. Haney and Loma. Like, it's fights to be made. You get what I'm saying? We get to see Morrell fight again. We know that Morrell, the dad said his list of opponents is Boo Boo, Morrell, and what did he mention? Charlo? Boo Boo, Morrell. He mentioned somebody. In fact, it's me too, Queen. Salute to my Brody Core, man. Appreciate you. Y'all want to see what AB does too, man. Me too, man. I just want to see Go Flow. What's good with it, fam? Our buzz just could have anticipation like that. Yeah, you know what I think, Go Flow? It might be some truth to it, right? It might be some truth to it, but it might be his attempt to try to get out in front of something before it grow legs. And I was speaking on this a little bit earlier. Like, imagine a fight of that magnitude, right? Getting announced by people and content creators and things like that, right? Rather than the actual two fighters, the camps and the fighters, right? So I think that's his way of trying to get out in front of it by saying April Fools. But my only issue with that, if I'm nitpicking with the April Fools comment, is that he about 4 days too late with the April Fools. And the last time I checked, I think April Fools only lasts on that one day. I think after that, 2, you might can stretch it. But 4, I ain't never heard nobody stretch April Fools out that far. And they don't do it the whole month. That'd be new to me. I ain't never heard nobody do it that much. Not in that way. Not in that way. And much love. Much appreciation to my bro Jim. Always showing love, man. You're the real MVPs, man. y'all sponsoring and supporting the channel and the brand, man. Much love and appreciation to my bro Jim, man. Got to give him his just.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love and appreciation, Jim. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, I think it could be his attempt in trying to get out in front of it, Go Flow, and just kind of like nip the rumors in the bud before they, you know, grow any legs. And maybe he trying to save people some time. Like, you get what I'm saying? But you know what I also question about it too? With that being such a short, it's like a cryptic message, right? Why is it that you can't just come right out and be like, yo, that information that y'all getting is false? You get what I'm saying? Like, why do we gotta play these games like April Fools? Like, you the fool? April Fools don't last to the 4th, bro. I ain't never heard that. How long do he play April Fools? The only fool is him for putting April Fools on the 4th of April and not the 1st. If it was on the 1st, I would have took more heed to it. I'd be like, all right, perfect timing. April 1st, perfect timing. April Fools, boom, you would have got it. Yeah, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. But some days later, it seemed like you kind of trying to save face, maybe. And again, y'all, one of the main reasons why I feel like it could be some validity to the negotiation talks and all of that is because for 2 reasons. Bud and Keith Thurman, Bud and Spence. I mean, no, Bud and Rocha. Remember, they was talking about that a lot, right? Bud and Rocha. That kind of died down a little bit, the talks, right? Remember, they had some type of deadline or something to meet. You know what I'm saying? That all those talks kind of just stalled. You just ain't hearing about it no more, right? No further updates. And then when you had Keith Thurman and Spence, those talks kind of died down. So to me, it seemed like both teams may have possibly shut up and sat behind scenes with each other and got some real business done with each other instead of trying to prove to the media and all the fans that they ain't ducking. Instead of putting energy into convincing the fans that you said yeah when you didn't, won't you just spend that time actually putting that time and energy into actually making a fight, so when we get some information this time, it'll be solid. You get what I'm saying? I feel you, Queen. I feel you. Said Bud is a damn clown. Every time we get a slither of news, he the first one to kill it. You get what I'm saying, Go Flow? Get what I'm saying, bro? But it's just something to think about. You feel me? That's the same thing, bro. April Fools on the 4th. You get what I'm saying? He sound like the real fool. Feel me? April Fools on the 4th. We ain't no fools. And that Spectrum schedule that leaked, you get what I'm saying? And they try to get in front of that, right? They try to get in front of that and explain that. And again, it's all sorts of things happening that don't normally happen when a fight is being made. So to me, maybe some type of progress is being made. And I'm an optimistic dude anyway, y'all. So that's why I feel like it's some validity to it. You know what I'm saying? And again, somebody that I speak to, so far, everything he's told me in terms of fights happening and not happening, like when people was telling me Ryan Garcia and Tank wasn't going to happen, he was behind the scenes telling me it was going to happen. And now look what we got. That's why I feel like that. That's the other reason. That and all the talks of their next opponent went quiet. No more Rocha talk for Bud and no more Keith Thurman talk for Spence as of recently. You know what I'm saying? So that's those two factors make me think that they could possibly be trying to make something shake behind scenes. And I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. You know what I'm saying? But they undercard did get released, and I think it's a decent one. It ain't the best, but it's a decent one. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, it's a decent card. And I think what kind of killed the momentum on that card a little bit. Remember, they was saying at first they was going to look to put Boots on there as maybe a co-main again, and then they kind of changed gears on that. So that kind of took away a possible fight that people would have definitely really wanted to see. But people should want to see Morrell. He's a damn good fighter. Elijah Garcia is a good fighter coming up. Then you got Beck the Bully. That's a rematch. You know, Gabe Rosado always give you a fight. So you need a filler fight. I think the more that we try to understand the business of boxing, I think the better assessments we can have of these cards and stop complaining and expecting so much when I don't even think they had the normal amount of time that they had to put together an undercard because, and my reasoning for that, because it was already stated by some of the suits, some of the people and powers that be, that they surprised that a fight of this magnitude didn't have an undercard announced already. So that's already telling you they had to be on a certain time schedule due to how long it took for them to iron out them little minor details and release an actual date. You get what I'm saying? It's just things that make sense. And that's why I'm always trying to understand, because I know I don't have the answers. And the more you try to understand, the more you can get the answers. It's pretty simple for me. You know what I'm saying? Zoom, what's good with it, my bro? Peace and blessings to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up, man. But much love, man. I was just in here wrapping up and running it down, man. I don't think I missed nothing. It's fight week. My boy SHAKUR fighting Saturday. I will be there live, man, like I said, and I will catch up on all the action that I do miss. And we're going to have us a good post-fight thoughts. But in the meantime, we're going to keep building and cooking, and we're going to be back tomorrow at our time at 4 o'clock. We ain't switching up. We keeping this time, and we're going to keep building. Devin Haney and Loma is on the way. You know, AMIR Khan is a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro Zoom. AMIR Khan is a cheater. He suspended. He retired and suspended for 2 years, which is wild. The man cheated and said he could have got it from shaking hands. He bogus, yo. The excuses that these UK fighters be using when they get caught is something like I've never heard before in my life, ever. Not even from nobody. I mean, it's one of one type of excuses, man. I promise you. But, man, Tank undercard is solid, man. I'm supporting the fight. I'm going to spend my money. I think Devin Haney do got a kind of stronger undercard because it got some real 50-50 matchups up there as well as the main event. I think Loma and Dev is a more comparable fight in skill level than Tank and Ryan. But, you know, Tank and Ryan is big for different reasons outside of Loma and Haney. So that's just something you got to know. But they still both meaningful fights. And like I said, if we get Bud and Spence this year, this will be the year of the big fights. 2023, it will be the year of the big fights. And you'll have Caleb Plant, Benavidez to start it off. You know what I mean? Tank gave us a good card with Hector Garcia. You get what I'm saying? Some good action happening there, like I said, if you pay attention. But that's all I got for this one, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button on the way out. Like I said, we be right back at it tomorrow on our regular time to build, man. So salute to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And we'll be right back at it tomorrow, man. So with that, we're going to be going to the... Oh, yeah, he going to be there. He can be there. Yeah, man, we gonna get it right, undercard. We gonna get it right, man. Jave, salute, family. Appreciate you stopping through. Peace out, family. Aisha, salute to the queen. Peace out to the queen. Miss Joette, peace out, queen. Undercard, Zoom, and the rest of the family. Jim, Akello, much love, man. The Cash App. Salute to everybody in the super chat. And we'll be right back at it tomorrow, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. We out. Peace to the fam.